Grand Rising, everybody. Much love and respect to everybody. We're gonna start it off with some music by the sponsors. Shout out to sponsors. Y'all got it.
Class in session, so it's time for you to get the notes. The quickest way to sell your soul is when you niggas vote. This shit I'm kicking is forbidden, better listen, bro. A politician preaching love is the biggest joke. See, what they do is use the shit as a tool. Got us focused on these fools and putting shit in our food. Fighting to free your mind is kinda hollow but true. The system make you a zombie if you follow the rules, so we rebel. But not too many live it to tell, till they find the cheat code using digital scales. Paradise is aborted when the mission is failed. Heaven and hell collide like prison and jail. And you don't need religion just to say you awake. You even dumber than you look, you think you came from an ape. Religion need science, science need religion. One tell a story and the other paint the picture. But listen, nigga, if you dig a little deeper, you can find that little rabbit in the mother of the reaper. I'm the best for a reason. There's a message in the speaker when the cosmos talking. That's a blessing from the ether. One day I met the devil for real and made a deal with him. Told him all I want is the money and kept it real with him. Came in the form of a thought, I couldn't build with him. Shit I was selling the fiends was really killing them. Your gun bars ain't much if your gat don't shoot. I'm strapped and bulletproof like the Batman suit. All it takes is one snap to have my enemies killed. The laws in space and time, I could bend them at will. Yeah, I'm in the world that some of y'all have not seen, and living on the page that some of y'all cannot read. And right now they probably calling me cheap, cause I decided it's enough and now I finally speak. Tell you the truth, I don't trust people who cheat. It's deeper than having sex, you give birth to deceit. If you see where this is going, this is true as can be. If you lie to the ones you love, then you do it to me. The cold word is rainy night. Niggas get wet outside, but ain't no rain in sight. They wonder where this come from. Ascension when it's all done. No reason to believe in a God when you become one. You understand, you could get it the same. Niggas will double cross you if you get them the fame. My soul ain't for sale just to get in the game. It's dangerous, homie, just remember the name.
Play a couple songs and let my brother Lotus get in.
Last of my people been driven over to the United States for over 700 years, and I carried the youth, the Europe, I taught the European children of us back.
They just wanna keep us asleep. I know this shit suck, but when the fuck when niggas wake up, I know this shit tough. Every other step you take, you get your foot stuck. Cause they go and show you the fly with some niggas pushed up. Religion is a part of the system, my nigga, listen. If you ain't got control of your soul, then you's a victim. The Pope all over the net with politicians. The same politicians who sleeping with little children. Time to make them pay for what they did to the youth. But freedom of speech is nothing when they censoring truth. You ain't gotta show shit when you live in the proof. Giving support to your oppressors, man, you niggas is goofs. Time to fight fire with fire, get on some nigga shit. Time to get back what they stole, all of our innocence. Some people hate the way that I talk, this shit be spicy. But say a bunch of shit that ain't true, it isn't likely. They try to say your vision ain't true, but with your sight see, the best way to tear you apart is through your psyche. I give it to you real, what you need me to say. Ask the world leaders about the oath they secretly take. It's a plan that they got to keep us legally slaves. Paid labor overwhelming when you needed a break. If you think that I'm just talking, then bitch you lost. It's a war going on like rich versus poor. The rich keep getting rich while your broke ass starve. Feeding you little pennies at that punk ass job. Thinking cause you get it in tax, you need that income. Really I'm just stating the facts cause niggas been dumb. Your emotions are controlled by a system. Cause when I make a song full of hate, niggas listen. When I make a song about love, niggas skip it. They both from the soul, so really ain't nothing different. Today you gotta give it a fight to make the hate stop. Niggas on that ignorant shit gon' get a face shot. Believe what you wanna believe. A lot of niggas snakes, only going off of belief. A lot of shit is fake with two cans blazing. I'm ready for damnation. So tell a slave master I'm burning the plantation. You Fuck niggas like to throw pain but can't take it. So all during war these flames remain sacred. Barrel to the root of your tongue, you niggas tasteless. Lights flying over your head, it ain't a spaceship. The reason why we fully equipped was information. It led us on the path that got us out of the matrix. Unity is power beyond, we should embrace it. But you could never bathe in the truth when you were racist. Speeding off what you was taught, then the brakes slip. Then you see it's nothing you thought, that shit is dangerous. A lot of people dying for what? That shit was aimless. It's kinda like a video game, it took stages. Just make sure these lanes remain nameless. Hood politics part 2, my name dangerous.
Keep it on, let my man Dangerous do his thing. Sponsor the program.
Fresher than you ever been. Nigga flyer than you ever was.
Custom made.
Fresher than you ever been. Nigga flyer than you ever was. I used to be a broke nigga. I don't know nigga. Once the music grew wings, I'm a way to go nigga. Back when I told niggas I had to show niggas. I'm just glad it turns out I'm not one of those niggas. Being hungry turned a nigga to a major coke flipper. When the bread got hot, we became toast grippers. Shorty, would you love me if I paint my own picture? Could you love me with no money? Are you just a gold digger? Okay, listen, I know some niggas hating in the game. Pay attention. Stupid niggas, situations change. Shit is senseless. So they added murder to the name. Not to mention type of fire that could burn through the rain. They say I'm dope like a nigga sniffing cane. Now they say a nigga dope like syringes in the vein. Caught you and your girl at the light. No games, call us gun traffic stop, cause the shit go both ways. You ain't really like that, I ain't really like what? Niggas acting type tough, shit is getting old. There's a point you never say much. Niggas getting flamed up, sun saw the fire but his body laying cold. Yeah, it's been a rough ride, listening to DMX. R.I.P. to him, I ain't playing with it, dog. That funny shit, it goes on. Niggas never hold on, it's hard to see a snake when you living in the fog. Hey yo, I'm money in the bank, a level that you niggas won't achieve, so that means I go up another rank. Snakes on the front lawn, sliver through the gate, but it's cool, type of heat to turn a river to a lake. I ain't trying to be the reason that they visiting your wake, but dangerous ain't the kind of risk you really wanna take. Ever worry about your teammates? Messages was relayed, pressure start to build, they was working with the DA. I know some hookers that'll load it up and pull it back. They catch a body for me with no plans of looking back. And when it made it clear that a loser never cared, and the day they hit record, it was music to my ears. It made them love me unconditional. Now all of it is real. When a nigga need to chill, smoke weed, that's medicinal. I be on my low shit, every move critical. They be on some whole shit, niggas looking beautiful. You ain't really like that, I ain't really like what? Niggas acting type tough, shit is getting old. There's a point you never say much. Niggas getting flamed up, sun saw the fire but his body laying cold. Yeah, it's been a rough ride, listening to DMX. R.I.P. to him, I ain't playing with it, dog. That funny shit, it goes on. Niggas never hold on, it's hard to see a snake when you living in the fog. At least what I recall.
Brother Lotus, with his mic together so he can take over. Shout out to everybody in the house. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate all of y'all. Shout out all the sponsors. Appreciate
This
all of
is
y'all.
the season of the wolf. A curious adolescent named Blacktail. Like many young males, he's left behind the security of his pack. winter's wrath.
Oh yeah,
and
oh what
fate
is shit,
for
man?
I'm just a nigga who could rap and make music for the soul. There's a million niggas hating, you know how this shit goes. I expect to be alone when I travel on this road, but the music's so dope, you could put it to your nose. I take a whiff and get intoxicated by the gift, and let your eyes get a glimpse before you say it was a myth. My aim like a family that ain't never gave a shit. When it fire, not one nigga'll be missed. I'm still not fucking with you niggas, you can still stop acting like you fucking with me, nigga, cause I still got ammunition that'll make a sound when it's
Hey, like I said, after the brother gives his presentation, anybody welcome to hit the link after that. But when I'm a mute up. I ain't gonna shout nobody out. I'm gonna let that brother do his thing. So shout out to everybody in the house. American Negro, Libra Son, Solomon, Ron Flat Power Guy, P. Moses, Divine Lion, The Cash Show, Today's Blessing, Family and Friends, Ghetto Child Inc. Appreciate all of y'all. Much love and respect to all of y'all, man.
Shit is all the same, nothing changed.
We're gonna start it after this song.
Stand on it, get the fuck about my face.
Shout out to sponsor, Dang to his music.
That's the music that I make. When you see the grass move, then it's usually a snake or a character, something out of a movie that was made, but it's okay, cause all of that is so be grace. I take a whiff and get intoxicated every hit. If you really trying to save me, why you loosen up the grips? We was running and I fell, you tried to leave.
American Negro, all love, brother, you already know.
Bitch, I really seen a lot. I'm just hoping that you know it. They say that these emotions are just energy in motion. Money was the purpose, but I spent it on my focus. As long as you were aware, then you were part of my promotion. The road to redemption.
Shout out to brother Lotus in the house. Matthew Douglas Craig, my naga, much respect. I'm gonna let you take it over right after this song then, brother.
That's the way to keep it going. Doing big shit. Now these niggas upset. These was on the come up. They could give a fuck less. Shit that made my heart cold. A journey full of numbness. Imagine how it feel watching love become loveless. You shitted on me once and I couched it to the game. Shitting on me twice, I ain't into those mistakes. Shit is all the same, nothing changed but the date. You can't stand on it, get the fuck about my face.
Go ahead, my brother, you got it. Much respect, Lotus.
Honorable admiration, my good brother. Big dog Philly OG, what's going on, man? Hope all is well.
Good, brother, all good.
That's right, that's right.
Much love to you and the family, you already know it, man.
Right back at you, brother. Right back at you, man. I gotta, make sure that introduction in this is right and exact for everyone to really get a full understanding.
E. Keller, what's good? Like I said, I ain't gonna shout nobody out for a minute. I'm gonna write everybody's name down. Much respect to everybody. I'm gonna hand it over to my brother Lotus. Do your thing, brother. I'll mute up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So honorable admiration, all my good brothers, sisters of the feather. Sadeli Gueta, Kwajia. Now that's what they call Seneca language, but it's actually Gawinawaga. That means how's everyone doing? Is everyone healthy? You know what I'm saying? It's greeting everyone to see how everyone is, how everyone's feeling, and see where everyone is at. Kwajia. Yeah, it's talking about family, relatives. If you don't, have too much concern to use the word family, say relatives, tribe, our lineage, our heritage, our genealogical connections. And that's, this is a very important topic, one of my pride and joys. I kind of keep it hidden in the back. And, but I feel that it is time that we wake up to this with all this hoop hollering, court, law of nature stuff, and all these things going on in the world today. I think it's a time for a eye-opener to something that we've been missing out on. Now, it starts off with frequency per sound equals color. Many years ago, that was a challenge I would ask those who wanted to be a part of Black Lotus Society, which was changed to Black Lotus Civilization. that if you could tell me how frequency plus sound equal color, or even understood the concept of it, then they were able to join. And I'm gonna tell you this, very few people were able to join out of thousands. So when I started this, I was heavy into something I can't stand today, and that's science. I was heavy into quantum mechanics and the quantum physics and all that good stuff that a lot of people talk about that are into those things. And as I reverted away from that, I started catching on to something. Now, I invented this phrase, or this ecological equation, as I like to call it, frequency plus sound equals color, because it is pertaining to the way life exists in the world today, such as flora and fauna. And without flora, there is no fauna. Without fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, there is no fauna. Now, things in the ocean, that's a whole nother story. But we don't live in the ocean. We ain't no Aquamans. Well, so far from what we know. We ain't no damn mystical, magical mestizos going into some damn water, drinking some goddamn Wakanda fruit, and living in the ocean. But what we do know is we live on this here, what we call land, and that land being none other than the greatest land that we stand on, called America. Yeah. So what's going on here is this frequency plus sound equals color is that which is connected to what we call microwave. As I showed about 3 weeks to 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, how the microwave works and the things pertaining to it. But it goes deeper, it's digging into how we exist in this world today with ecology, and that being the sun giving life to the land, and us who live off of the land, and the life that is given to the land. Now, the things that most might see is like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you can't fix it, don't break it. But I think that is a concept that we have been really taking to literal. It's more of the things that are important that we shouldn't worry about. But there are things that should be tested and try to obtain the knowledge and physically doing it ourselves for our own people here in America, and not letting someone else do it so we can sit back and then read an article about something we had nothing to do with, something that we didn't do, some test in the lab that we didn't test. So with the frequency plus sound equals color is the mathematical equation to that, and the details to it are very, very extensive, but that's not going to be the focus. The focus today is to give everyone this practical application ideal. Let me turn this fan off. This practical application ideal is all the things that work inside of our house, all the things that we use outside of the house. And I'll be going over that in a moment, showing it as well, that we have the ability to build our own everything. So with maintenance, repair, overhaul, maintenance, repair, operations is which is what 2MRO is. This is knowing how to use your hands to fix all the things that we use or we consider important today. The things that we can build, it is an endless, or what we would call limitless, amount of practical applications to almost every device that we use today. But we have been bounded as being the consumer and the person who buys these things, instead of figuring out how these things work and how to build these things ourselves. So it's like, it's time to be responsible. Again, it's time to be fully responsible for our lives and our destiny. See, with maintenance, repair, overall, maintenance, repair, operation, we have to start with the human. That means that whatever we're doing to ourselves with these foods, this air we're breathing in, we need to fix these things. We need to fix them ourselves. We need to stop waiting for the next YouTube commercial to come on of somebody saying, run around, jog this way. No, I don't run around, jog this way, work out this way. Here, I got these new mushrooms and all this stuff. We need to become literally socially dependent again. As I read in A Small Nation of People between the years of 1870 and 1900, that we were fully dependent. We didn't have a Federal Reserve. We didn't have any of these things. We were doing just fine without having any interruptions or anything to come in between us and our destiny. So it would be to understand that when something is broke, you're going to take it somewhere. Something breaks down in your vehicle, you're going to take it somewhere. And if we're going to fix it ourselves, it's like we're going to half-ass it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to have a professional finish to it. We're not going to know if it's fixed right away. And, all the things pertaining to a vehicle in that matter. So for us to get on board with taking full control of our destiny and knowing how to fix each and every single thing that we use, it will put us in a different perspective of life. It will put our children in a different perspective of life. Instead of going to school to learn all these frivolous things of history and social economics and all this stuff, they will be going to school, 8-year-olds, learning how to build everything in the house, from the house itself to everything that will be used in the house. When it comes to maintenance, repair, overhaul, maintenance, repair operations, that in fact that it really starts with us. That means that there needs to be a social change. Now, I'm not saying follow my way, but these are the guidelines that I've set and memorized over decades of putting this together, that when I listen to my grandmother talk, who's in her 90s, of what the women did when they were younger, before they had all this World War II situation coming in, before all this getting men and women to work and having women in the work field or fighting for equal pay and all this stuff that's going on in the last 70 to 80 years, that when we had a society where our women were the nurturers and the gatherers of the food and the teachers of the children, we had a society that operated a different way. When you look at these black and white pictures and you see the young brothers, they're not out there all thugged out, pants hanging off, their bottom and shooting at each other, guns pointed at every camera. Like, damn, y'all really on camera with a bunch of guns pointed at somebody's camera. But what you see is suit and tie, 9, 8, 7, suit and tie, suited and booted, looking fresh, looking like they're doing something. So when it comes to maintenance, repair, overall maintenance, repair operations, and I definitely include myself, is to know how to really build these things. That's the reason why I picked up a lot of different trades, and I've done construction, I've done demolition, I've ripped wires out of houses, dealt with plumbing, I've laid cement, I've done brick tending, paint, like all these things. It's to know these things and pass these trades down and all these things so we can fully establish a direction for the young males becoming boys. Now, when it comes to the women, I don't know much other than what my grandmother told me, other than that majority of our women were nurses into nursing, and they were the ones, who took care of business when we got sick and all this stuff. And I'm talking about 1930s and beyond the 1930s, before the Great Depression and before these so-called wars and before the Federal Reserve fully took over. So this is a task that right now we have the opportunity to get together, join together, buy all of the resources that it takes to build a city. But we have to start from a house, a building, build a center, create a foundation to build on, know exactly where to build. We don't need anyone else. And it's like, I don't want to hear, if we build it, they're going to do something. No, they don't give a damn. We are listening to other people talk about getting land permission on your land. You're getting permission to build on your land. Like in other countries, it's unheard of. It's unheard of. When you can literally go off grid and build up a society and no one really gives a damn. You're not causing any harm. You're not doing anything wrong. You're building a city. Who's going to come and interrupt that? It's too many of us now that have these resources and access to all these different things it's time to really utilize it. So with maintenance repair, overall maintenance repair operations, it will to be able to build something that doesn't break and build something that if it does break, a plan B, that it is an easily accessible way to fixing these things and not needing anyone. All right, so with frequency plus sound equals color, that's a little more complicated, but with maintenance repair overall, maintenance repair operations, what I call 2MRO, it is what it is, tomorrow. And if we're not on board with knowing how all these things work, we're gonna fall. So I'm gonna go ahead and show, rather it's Wikipedia or whatever site, when it comes to stuff like this, it doesn't really matter, what you're looking up when it's dealing with practical applications, like reading manuals and instructions on how to properly build stuff, building and using the right materials. These things are, it's pretty simple. Let me go ahead and get to it. Shoot, I don't even think I had anything up. So y'all get it fresh. Let me see if we got one that pulls them both up. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I pull this up here. All right, so this is pretty simple. This is basic as possible. The technical meaning of maintenance, right? So I really don't need to go over that, but this is to show the tractor. So, for everyone, it's not going to be complicated to understand that we need to know how to repair all these things. When it comes to farming, you definitely need to know how to repair a tractor. You're going to have to learn everything it is to know. You want to have a farm, barn, you want to have all these things and acres of land to grow stuff. These would be the things that whoever is doing that needs to know. Now, aircraft and all that stuff, like I said, there's certain things for advanced information and for practical application of these things. I won't be able to go into too much details about it. As in, you don't share your plans like that. So basically what I'm dealing with is the devices of equipment and machinery, building infrastructure, supporting utilities in industries, business, and resident installations. Now, I read it at that part for a big purpose. So anyone could see that this is only pertaining to things that we're using. Now, you go off grid and you're not using any of these things and you're camping and stuff like that. That's another story. But we know that we really don't want to do that. We don't want to go off grid and bathe in rivers, ponds, and streams and lakes and take craps and pee all up in areas or a hole and dump in. Way society is today, I will say that it really has spoiled us for those that haven't had that experience of going, like living in the forests or camping where and getting the experience for weeks, living like that. Everyone hasn't had that experience, but majority of us do know how it feels to get that hot shower with water that's not toxic like we're getting today. Today in Los Angeles, we're dealing with an issue where the water treatment plants and these so-called water facilities that are in control of the water in the whole county are contaminated with something that we don't know. So now in Los Angeles, like many other places, like I believe that was in Detroit or in Michigan, where the water, we're having issues where you can't drink or bathe or even let it touch you or even wash your own dishes with it. We're finding that this is happening everywhere. We're having trains derail with chemicals and polluting areas, which are very, very sus to the reason why it's happening in specific areas. But the key thing is maintenance repair. That means that we need to be in charge of fixing these things for ourselves. So we're going to have to take charge in making sure our own water is clean. You know, if you get in the shower, you get out and you feel itchy, there's something wrong with your water. So we need to make sure that we're in control of our water. That's key, important. One of the key things to establishing life is having your water right. You know, we all buy bottled water, or whether it's glass or whatever you're getting it from. We're buying these things at stores that we have removed ourselves from being in full control of these things. You know, now off-grid stream, pond, river, lake, waterfalls, and all that stuff, and all the natural cleaning, or going where we have these springs, you know, these hot springs, and these things, you know, maybe we need to find a way to tap back into these things as we move into taking full control of that. As the same thing with power, because I'm tired of hearing that we invented all these things, we did all these great things, but we're not in control of any of these things. Why doesn't everyone have a solar panel, free energy generating that you can create with magnets? You can create free energy with magnets. Like in all of our homes, we should have ways where we are generating electricity that is a grid that's feeding everyone and self-sufficient in its own practical application. Now, when it comes to our air, we have these things where these people are chemtrailing our airs up. So we need to have a way to clean this air that they're polluting. We need to find a way to save ourselves. You know what I'm saying? From the food, like I'm reading labels of food and stuff, and they don't have any real purpose to have all that vegetable oil, that saturated fat, that high fructose corn syrup, and other things in these foods. Let's stop buying these foods. It should be none of us buying no damn Skittles, Starburst, Now and Laters, or any of those things. We got to cut that out. When you look at all the labels of all the soda, all of these sodas have that high fructose corn syrup. The cheaper brands have even more toxic chemicals. So if we can find a way to replace these sodas, we are in full control of the distribution of these sodas, and we are distributing them amongst our communities and feeding our people and putting a full-on ban out. I don't want to say too much because they be watching the channel. So, but it's really time that we take control. Wherever we are, the majority of the percentages, we need to buy from our own places, because we really don't know what they're doing to these foods, messing with the water, they're messing with the air, they try to jibber jab us up. But when it comes to these foods and these drinks, I'm finding that eating out places, we're going to eat every other people's food. Some of them don't even need commercials, like Chinese food and Korean food and Japanese sushi. You're not going to really see too many commercials, but we love eating. Got to cut that shit out. Eating at KFC, Louisiana chicken, McDonald's, Burger King, all these things. Got to cut these things out. With maintenance repair operation, the key is to replace these things, to slowly revert our own and actually target and aim for our own people. We can deal with all skin folk and kin folk, whoever, but we got to make sure we're aiming at our own people to replace this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to explain all the health stuff and being healthy, but it's like, why am I still seeing these things in these stores? Like, I should not see these foods that cause all this harm. I should not see that the obesity rate in our country is affecting our people at a massive scale, on a massive scale, and we're just moving along and going about like, oh yeah, Whoop-de-whoop had a stroke in his 60s. Now someone having a stroke in their 50s. And now someone near my age is having all these health issues and all these things going on. So we have to repair ourselves. And these things are aimed at our children. Everything that I just spoke on is aimed directly at our children. Our children see these colorful packages with candy and all this stuff. They can't have enough of it. Got to cut it out. How are they going to feel when the other kids are eating that stuff and they're not eating it? That's why we have to remove ourselves from these consumer-based societies. We have to literally formulate and create our own. Now, in this maintenance repair operation, maintenance repair operation, it's that we need to learn how to do it all, y'all. We need to know how to build these cell phones. We need to know how to build these laptops. Let me read some more stuff. With the maintenance stuff is pretty simple. So you see, you got it right here, the MRO. Maintenance functions can define as maintenance repair and maintenance overhaul and overhaul MRO. And MRO is also used for maintenance repair and operations. Over time, the terminology of maintenance and MRO has begun to become standardized. The United States Department of Defense uses the following definitions: any activity such as tests, measurements, replacements, adjustments, and repairs intend to retain or restore a functional unit in it or to a specified state in which the unit can perform its required functions. All action taken to repair material in a serviceable condition or to restore it to serviceability. It includes inspections, testing, servicing, classification as to serviceability, repair, rebuilding, and reclamation. So I know everyone likes to see these things. All supply and repair action taken to keep a force in condition to carry out its mission, right? The routine recurring work required to keep a facility, plant, building, structure, ground facility, utility system, or other real property. You know what I'm saying? We need some real power. Well, I mean, shit, I'm paying Edison, I'm paying all these other stuff. Got one power bill at one of the homes, run this business over here with 8 seniors in it taken care of. And the electric bill is ridiculous. You're talking $500, $600 electric bills. Why, when you go to a Edison or whatever water and power company you're going to, it's not like you are grabbing your dollar, your $5, your $10, your $20, your $50, or your $100 bill and putting it into some slot and it doesn't work unless it does that. No, somebody is hitting a button. Somebody is making sure the facility doesn't malfunction. They have somebody that will come and repair it if it goes down. We have power running 24/7. Does not make any sense at all for us to use this fiat to pay for electricity. It doesn't make any sense. I'm talking about moving into a communist state, as many would accuse me of when I was first talking about these things. But it's the fact that we are putting effort into earning a living, and that effort and that energy, that power, we're taking a percentage of it and paying to keep lights on, when what makes a light run has nothing to do with a piece of paper. Time to take full control of these utilities, the utility system, or other real property, see, in such condition that it may be continuously used as its original or designed capacity and efficiency for its intended purpose. So it's to make sure that we build these things run good as long as possible. What they have done to us is giving us those, taking us out of these 50 to 100 pound TVs with with a fat ass in the back, take you and another person to make sure it don't fall over. Take 3 people to move a damn 35-inch and shit. You know, you're not getting that out of the room by yourself. You're not moving no big screen made in the 70s or the 80s by yourself. Well, 80s by yourself. It's not gonna happen. I know I had one about 10 years ago. Couldn't even get it out of the damn house without having help. But we got these new TVs. I got one right here. I got a Toshiba right here. And this TV is good to go for about 4 to 8 years. But that big ass hunk, that big fat back, that TV with the fat booty, them damn things ran for like 20 years. And it was weird the way the system was. Dealing with the static and dealing with the antennas and all that stuff. And there was a possibility to perfect that. But instead, they said, we're going to give them these TVs that emit an odd light, that we're going to add all kind of other stuff like cameras and microphones too. We're going to listen in on everyone, and they're going to break down within 3 to 8 years. You're going to need another one in 3 to 8 years. But those old TVs ran at a better sufficiency. My bad. Just messing all up. TV is a good example. Many other things as well are moving like that because we are stuck in a position of consumer class while the nobility, who these things don't really mean a damn thing to them at all, laugh. While we revert all this energy and complain, oh man, my power bill, man, electricity bill went up, paying all these things. So anyway. Okay, so maintenance is strictly connected to the utilization stage of its product or technical system in which the concept my water. On which the concept froze my damn water. Hold on, y'all. All right, so maintenance is strictly connected to the utilization stage of the product or technical system in which the concept of maintainability must be included. In this scenario, maintainability is considered as the ability of its item under stated condition of use to be retained in or restored to a state in which it can perform its required function using prescribed procedures and resources. Now, for some, this might seem redundant, but for others, this is to give you the understanding of the concept that we really got to be on our game. You know, we can't half-ass it. We can't, oh, this is good enough and settle for it. Nah, we have to really, really build a society better than the society is today, which socially, politically, is not that hard. But economically,
Hey, I got knocked out, bro. I'm back.
You got it. Okay. Economically and period wise, you know, we need some work. Okay. We'll go back up in here, big dog Philly OG. All right. Let me see where I was at. Restore state which functions you prescribe. Okay, so in some domains, like aircraft maintenance. Now, I like vehicles, cool, like driving. I'm not too fond of flying. I really do not like flying. I'm not too fond of it, but I love airplanes and jets. I used to go to air shows, 8, 9, 10 years old. I love it. I love knowing those things. So knowing how all the jets, the numbers of the jets, how much the speed they can go, which missiles they carried and all that stuff, that was fun to know. When I saw the prices of these things, blew my mind that we have contracts out to build these helicopters and these airplanes and these jets, and we got motherfuckers talking about pulling up in Bugattis, talking about putting on some gold chains, but the gold is going in that cockpit Got you talking about pulling up in a Lambo. Nah, how about we pull up in some F-16s? How about we pull up in some F-22s? So it's putting the mind far beyond what is in our face today. So getting down to the practical application of that and the details, I would have to say that for a private pay-per-view event. But so everyone can understand it, that's like the way that we have to really start looking at these things and start seeing the perspective of those who have designed a destiny for us. And that destiny is not in our best benefit. So it's time to move away from that and take full control of every aspect of anything that we see right now today. Every man should know how to take apart a gun, clean it, put it back together, and make that thing pop. Every man should know how to fly a jet and fly a helicopter. Now, if you got some issues at birth, a couple of chemical imbalances, kind of on the spectrum side or something like that, you know what I'm saying? That's another story. That goes back into the maintenance repair, overall maintenance repair operations, dealing with the physical body and these damn drugs and all the stuff they've been feeding us since, well, hell, really, I've been told since after the Great Depression. But on a massive scale, after the Great Depression, well, anyway, so yeah, I got to get past that part. So basically, the performance of tasks required to ensure the continuing airworthiness of an aircraft. All right, so I'm not going to talk about the aircraft stuff, y'all. So I want to make sure y'all just get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? That, but basically, in the practical application, way of thinking, and the way that I'm looking at things, we have car companies, and they're selling us these cars for all these thousands of dollars. We got companies that are building tanks and Hummers and all this stuff, and building just to build the pieces of it and build these things. It takes a warehouse. But this is the maintenance repair overall, maintenance repair operations about it, y'all. Anyone could go look up maintenance, dig into this stuff, dig even farther. But the part that is a start for us, because we use these things. Let me pull that up. Is when it comes to mine manufacture and mass produce everything we want, need, and use. Now, besides the food, we see the things that we want and we need and we use. We need that electricity. We need that water. We need the minerals to build all the things we use in the kitchen. You know, you want to be able to cook. So you want to have your stove right. You want to have your refrigerator right. Might even want to deep freeze. Might need a whole little room to keep all your dry goods and all these things. Cool, but when it comes to the machines, right here, blow this up. Okay. They used to call these the white goods. You have white goods, you have brown goods, and you have gray goods. What they would call white goods is a major appliance. And a major appliance is also known as large domestic appliance, large electric appliance, or simply a large appliance. A large domestic or large electric is a non-portable or semi-portable machine used for routine housekeeping tasks such as cooking, washing laundry, or food preservation. So what I'm saying is we need to get back into that. Literally. Such appliances are sometimes collectively known as white goods, as the products were traditionally white in color. So 60, 70 years ago, the microwave, the refrigerator, not the microwave, because it wasn't up to like the 80s, at least in the 70s, 80s, when they started introducing the microwave and all that. But majority of the goods in the house, laundry room, washer and dryer, refrigerator, they painted them white. So wine color, although a variety of colors are now available in appliances, is different from the plumbing fixture because it uses electricity or fuel. So you see that, we see that anywhere, any major appliance store, any supermarket that we go to, Target, Walmart. I don't know if you guys have different, whatever state you're in, whatever store you can get these appliances in. We go there and we're like, oh, wow, got to get this name brand. Oh, I just saw that commercial. We got to stop that. We got to say, oh, that's how they build it. Oh, here go the instruction manual. Boom, I just bought me a whole warehouse and now I'm building these things myself. And these are the things that we need to start building for ourselves. Major appliances differ from small appliances because they are bigger and not portable. They are often considered fixtures and part of real estate, and as such, they are often supplied to tenants as part of otherwise unfurnished rental properties. Major appliances may have special electrical connections to gas supplies, or special plumbing and ventilation arrangements that may be permanently connected to the appliance. The limits where they can be placed in a home. All right. Since major appliances in a home consumes a significant amount of energy, they have become the objectives of programs to improve the energy efficiency in many countries. See, they're doing that, but the average person, the person who doesn't work for these GE companies like General Electric or any of these so-called Vanguard, BlackRock owned distributors of these companies. Again, time to take the seat. A lot of people, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna knock anything until after I finish this. So increased energy efficiency is often described as an important element of climate change. We don't care about that. Alongside other improvements like retrofitting buildings to increase building performance. Like I said, the reason why I have the up on a lot of people who, talk about ancient civilization, Tartar, and we built a lot of stuff, and me having the knowledge of these things is because, it was things that my family did, my relatives did, my Kwaji, that's what they did for over 100 years. I have at least 4 generations into building with wood and stone and brick, so on and so forth. These are the type of things that gave me the edge in looking into these things to understand what was rebuilt, why it was rebuilt, who rebuilt it, and what are the companies doing these things. We're not doing them. I don't see a Jay-Z warehouse retrofitting, building houses and neighborhoods or any of that. I don't see a Puffy Combs. I don't see a Bill Cosby. I don't see a Oprah. I don't see Will Smith slapping no damn construction truck door to go do this or any of that. Nobody, none of these talented 10 or any of them are doing these things, focus on these things on a massive scale and to take full control of their destiny. You're not going to aim to take full control of your destiny or just talk to us like Farrakhan or any of these other feel-good talkers and speech writers and all this stuff, and not explaining that these things that I'm talking about today all point back to the Aboriginal Americans' inventions and innovations of the 19th century when we originally built these things, and now we're consuming these things. It's time to take it back. Energy efficiency improvements may require changes in construction of the appliances or improve control systems. So here you go to brands, here you go to types, you go to different microwaves and all that stuff. And here we go. We got the freezer, the refrigerator, the water cooler, the ice maker. We gotta start building these things. Cooking. We got kitchen stove, also known as range, cooker, oven, cooking plate, or cooktop. Wall oven, steamer oven, microwave oven. We gotta start making all these things. Washer and dryer, washing machine, clothes dryer, dryer cabinet, dishwasher. We gotta start making these things. I don't see any brothers like really like, man, I'm about to go make me a bomb ass dishwashing machine. It's gonna blow everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? Gonna have everything all fresh and clean. Nah, instead it's I'm about to go get me some Fendi. I'm about to go get me some Jordans instead of taking that money and applying it to learning how to make and build these things. Heating and cooling, air conditioner, furnace, water heater. Very important, especially if you live in the cold. Hell, if you live in the heat, AZ, or how hot it gets over here in Azusa, California, it's 106 every year. For a good week, it hits over 100, burning up around here. And whole house ventilators. Okay, mechanical air ventilators. Got to get our HVAC in and learn how to make these machines. Okay, and the efficiency, modern appliances such as freezers, ovens, stove, dishwashers, clothes washers, and dryers use significantly less energy than older appliances. Installing a clothesline will significantly reduce one's energy consumption as their dryer will be used less. But if you have these things rolling on solar energy, reducing the amount of energy being used, inventing something new that'll do it to where instead of it's like, oh, it's taking energy, it's feeding in its practical application. If a washing machine or a dryer is spinning, you can put it on something, slide some magnets up in there to make some free energy and have it to where instead of the washer just draining the energy, feeding right back into it and having solar panels and free energy, we don't need to pay electric company. What are we gonna pay them for? Current energy efficient refrigerators, for example. So, okay, let's get to the important parts of that. Following this, if all households in Europe change their more than 10-year-old appliances into new ones, 20 billion kilowatt of electricity would be saved annually. Yeah, well, we're not going into that stuff. Not a big fan of climate control at all. But this is what they'll do. They'll slide this into our network TV station, whatever program we're watching. They'll slide a commercial in there, and then we'll go buy this product. And it's like you're saving the world, but you're going to pay 15% more than what you were paying for the shit that we're going to tell you is destroying the world. So, no, not feeling that. That wasn't in there a while ago, too, man. That's why I don't like Wikipedia adding that nonsense. Okay. The small appliances, a small domestic appliance, also known as small electric appliance, or minor appliance, or simply a small appliance, small domestic or small electric. You know what I'm saying? Basically the same thing as the other one, but just smaller. Portable, semi-portable machine, all right, tabletop counters and all that good stuff. Household. All right, so when it comes to the cleaning equipment, which I would slide into maintenance repair, but more just like janitorial work or any cleaning stuff, broom, mop, sink, shower, bath, vacuum cleaner, dishwasher, washing machine, you know, it's all doing the cleaning things. Even the hair dryer you'll find under there. The electric lighting, cooking appliances. So we got the electric lighting and indoor lighting, fluorescent light bulb, incandescent light bulb, an LED light bulb, all that good stuff. Gotta learn how to make these on a massive scale. Cooking appliances, you already know, get your barbecue on, but I'm cooking other vegetables. I eat fish probably like 4 times a year, but not really gonna be into barbecuing no meat because I don't eat meat. So bread maker, y'all want to keep your bread levels low. Do not want to eat too much bread. We got the blender. You already know we got a juice. You know what I mean? Slide some of that fruit up in there, get you right. Got the coffee machine. One thing I don't understand, this goes under maintenance repair, overhaul maintenance repair operations with our physical bodies. if a person goes to sleep and they reach that state of sleep that's I forget the word for it, REM sleep, where you're fully submerged into your dream world and feels vivid and real or whatever, and no one can wake you up, you're in REM sleep, and that's when you get your real sleep. But if you're full of this high fructose corn syrup, vegetable oil, and whatever else they put in this stuff, there's no telling what testing that they're putting in a lot of things. I even saw that they were giving the what we can call that, the Pokemon jab into the animals since the 80s. But can't go too far up into that one. So we'll say this. If we really get that REM sleep and we're not going to sleep eating junk food at night, or really eating at night, really shouldn't eat at night anyway, personally, from my experience and my knowledge in the medical field, that you really shouldn't eat at night. So when you wake up, you shouldn't, have a full stomach and have a stomach that had to do all that work while you were sleeping, all that digesting, while you're not moving around and having blood flow all throughout your body, fueling the energy to help fuel the energy of digesting whatever food's in your stomach. So when you go to sleep, and I know many of us heard that growing up, make sure you go to sleep on a full belly or any of those type of things. That's insanity. I'll tell you that now. But why the hell is it when people wake up after sleeping? Now, I mean, if you partied or studied or something like that, I understand that. But if you go to sleep and you get your good 5 to 8 hours, why the hell would you need coffee in the morning? So I don't know, man. Tea machine, not no damn coffee machine. We need to know how to fix faucets. We need to know how faucets work. We need to know how to keep them clean where they're not putting out this polluted ass water that we have in these different states going on right now. Food processor, okay? Simple. Blenders. Food processors. All right, microwave oven, went over that. The mixer, man, what's this mixer? Bow. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to eat all that terrible stuff you usually put in a mixer. The hell is this? A Rotomatic. Oh, shit. Man, for that flatbread. Oh, thank you. Oh, we definitely need to build our own food storage and preservation facility, warehouse, backyard. I think everyone should have these things in their house, backyard, and we should have a big one that's ours, Aboriginal to America, those with American skin. Food storage, container, canning, refrigeration. Not like the canned food that they have packed with sodium and salt and all the other food preservatives, and who knows what the hell they're putting in. None of that. Home maintenance, of course, groundkeeping equipment, garden tools, paint sprayer. See, we had a brother was talking about farming. So I know that he would definitely understand what it means to have all the right tools to perform all the tasks. Like it was said earlier, we got to have things that perform all the tasks, but to slap our own name on it, like, wow, man, Woody Whoop's son built this, instead of it, I got it from De Beers at Walmart, like we got to build these things on our own. So air conditioners, of course, the air conditioner, the central heat unit, even a ceiling fan. Like, damn, man, we had these Pan-Africans, and I'm not gonna beat any specific group up. Like I said, computer systems. We definitely need to build our own computer systems, our own data storage devices. We need our own personal computers. We need our own WW. We need our own web. We need our own separate, where it's an Aboriginal American computer where it's no interference, it's nobody looking into our emails and hacking into our stuff, that's totally separate from the system that we're using right now. Like, we need our own, all that. All that. We need our own telephones. We need to build our own cell phones. Our own cell phone companies. T-Mobile out there in Germany. The hell I'm using a damn German phone service. iPhones made in China. Video game console. Man, I bought my daughter a PS5. When I looked at that price, like, goddamn. Why? We need someone out there that's pushing their children to build the next PA9, PS9, whatever. Knitting machine. Yeah, yes. Why is it we do not make our own clothes and we are going around buying all these different clothes at the mall or wherever you get it online or all this stuff, and we're not buying from our own? You know, we don't have Cross Colors and Carl Kanai and what was the other one? Fubu. We lost all that. When those clothes were out, I had all of them. We got Lacrosse, but we don't know who runs Lacrosse. But it's like these companies and the ones that were before, where their energy and efforts established and rooted in making it to where that's what we buy. That's our clothing line. That's what we're going to buy instead of Versace. And if you look up all the latest designers in all these different clothing lines, they're overcharging you. They're overcharging you. They're nasty. They're perverted. They're into wearing the red shoe stuff too. Some people might be stumbling upon that. And they're part of some weirdo stuff at Bohemian Grove as well. But beyond that is they're making all this money off of us buying these things. We're not making these things. And then they got some damn sweatshop in China where they're getting it from, or India or Taiwan or somewhere. And everyone else is benefiting off of it, but us. I could drive down the street and find all these different clothing stores, but we won't have, other than Shaka, I believe that's the brother's clothing, Shaka t-shirts. I don't hear anybody. I haven't heard one young rapper talk about putting on a Shaka. You know, I might be wrong on the name. It's T-Shaka or something like that. I believe it's Shaka out here in California, clothing line. Brother put together. I don't know exactly where he's from, but he put these clothing, and I've never heard a rapper talk about it other than the West Coast underground rapper. But if we start doing these things now, or at least get our children to look at these things in this way, where we can make it better than whatever they're making. It's not just the point to knock them out of our destiny and take full control of our destiny, but it's to make it so much better that our people will come. I know the little goofy saying, you build it, they will come, but I just know that to be so. Master P built the vehicle. He's charging an arm and a leg for this vehicle. I can't remember the name of the vehicle, but all I know is Master P made a vehicle. It's like the same price as a Lamborghini. Like, come on, P. Bruh. No, that's not going to work. That means you're not for future generations. You're for yourself, and maybe not even for your own damn future generations. And that's the problem. So it's like we have people who don't have what Money P has, or Jay-Z has, or Beyonce and all them, but we have plenty of people that have this ideal to start building and making these things ourselves. And then we have people like what Master P did, building a damn car that no one can afford. Doesn't make sense. But with the knitting machine, make our own clothes and actually have us making them, have a warehouse where we run the warehouse that's doing it. If it's a machine doing it, we're the ones that are in control of pushing that button. If it's our own people doing these things, making these things, time to move out of the consumer class. Plumbing, of course. We definitely need to know how to make sewer systems, how to make different systems of whatever we're going to do with our waste, and how to do it right and professionally as possible. We got Bill Gates, who's out here taking water from poop and feeding gardens with this poop water, and people are drinking it. People are eating. I mean, they're eating the fruit and the vegetables and the stuff growing from some damn poop water. That's what Bill Gates is doing. We got to learn how to make all these plumbing systems and how to make them the right way. So we need to know how to do all these things. We need to know how to build all these communication systems, internet, you name it. We need to know these things. We're using them right now. Power generators, solar panels, wind turbines. Yeah, we heard little orange man bad say, oh, turbine bad. Oh, birds getting smacked by the turbines. Birds' life matters. You know what I'm saying? That's orange man bad said. Okay, cool. But we also have free energy. If you use magnets and you can get the magnets to move in accordance and not falter and use that motion to generate energy, boom, you got free energy. There's plenty of videos. I'm gonna show a couple of videos in a moment too.
And brother, we got some people that's gonna be coming in on the future, teaching free energy. Shout out my brother, One World, One Hood, and my brother 221 Boss coming soon, talking about free energy. You got it, brother.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's right. And with the home security, we definitely need to build our own home security. I heard some rapper, I'm gonna say his name. Well, what the hell is his name? Damn, I can't remember his name. Flat Earth Brother too, like Dan Calloway. What is that brother's name? The rapper? Damn, man, I'm slipping on my names.
King, you ain't talking about King Vaughn, are you?
No, not King Von.
Okay.
The one that was a part of, was it Brand Nubian?
I got you. I gotta think, because that's my era right back there too.
Yeah, I know.
Real quick, let me shout out the chat real quick, brother. Much love and respect to everybody. Hennigo H, Carbon King, Executive Session sponsor, Daniel Thornton, New Growth, Duke have a question. Hold your thoughts, Duke. We're gonna get to him. Balzo, T Norfolk, Reed Learning Street, George Henry, my 30-year friend, Carbon King, MF Goings, my brother P. Moses, Voodoo Child, Sister Saint, Soul Main Radio, C. Roberts, JJ, Reza Lopez, Jules 512. Make sure I ain't missing nobody. Jersey Williams, Chopping It Up TV. You got it, brother. Shout out to everybody in the house. Appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah, most appreciative, man. Honorable admiration to everybody out there. All my brothers and sisters of the feather. I remember the name, man, but I kind of lost my track. It was Lord
I
Jamar.
see you, brother. Yeah, I can't. Lord, they wrote it in the chat. Lord Jamar.
Yep, Lord Jamar.
Shout out Hawkeye.
But let me keep move on. What Lord Jamar was saying was, do we consider someone snitching if they use that home security, you know what I'm saying, system? If they use that ring or something like that, do we consider it snitching? Like that's just going straight to the popo. But what I'm saying is that not only do we need to create our own security system, but we need to have our own form of what is called police. I really don't want to call it the police, but we need to police ourselves. We need to be the ones who are monitoring the security cameras, the security alarm system, and the electronic locks. We need our own people. You know, I love what Ty Data was starting. Nobody really got behind him when he was putting together the Lakeisha Network and the Lakeisha Network app and all that, because Amber Alert was not working for us. If you look up how many of our brothers and sisters are getting kidnapped, the children, and the number is ridiculous. It is ridiculous what's going on in the so-called organ harvesting and all the things going on with that. Well, Amber Alert was ran by a bunch of weirdos. There were some weirdos who were involved in the very thing that they were supposed to be surveilling and protecting, you know, with the Amber Alert. We need to have our own. I don't know what Ty Data got going on with the Lakeisha Network these days, but that is something that definitely needs to be done so we can protect our own, you know, and maybe let someone know, hey, the popo about to pull up. But I'm going beyond that, not just protecting you from the popo or somebody trying to come in and cause harm to you and your family, but that we need to have a system so tight that things like that don't happen. Only thing is we got to deal with the reality of shit happens. Some people ain't wrapped too tight in this society, the way we have it today, with all these immigrants coming in and all these people coming from who knows where. Yeah, we need to have our own system. We don't need to have a system where the powers that be, who don't deserve no damn power at all, can make a shot call to the person running the security and tell, yeah, shut down the camera. We have somebody that needs to go up in there and do whatever they need to do to that family. See, we're not going to have that going on if we are in full control of our system. And there's, details to be trusted and going over that. But there's a point where we take control and then we deal with that. We got to take control as soon as possible with the way things are going in the world right now. We definitely need to get on this. So in home automation, still Wi-Fi, computer stuff. Types of home automation. Okay, the smart home appliances, the automatic vacuum, smart locks, smart speakers. So we definitely need to learn how to build these things. We need to make something that cleans up the air with all this damn chemtrail crap falling on all over the place. We need to have something to clean all these things up. Concerns towards home automation. Yeah, we got you. So there we go. The air quality, the food safety, the home automation, the major appliances, and the wind quality, water quality. These are the things that need to be focused on. These are the things that if we let those who are in control of what will be called our destiny continue to do what they do, we don't know what direction they have planned for us. We don't even really know what their whole agenda is, unless you've been in a room with them while they're making this agenda. But I sure in the hell don't want to find out and not be prepared and not have my own personal future generations and your future generations to be hit in the head and caught off guard and fall victim to not having an opportunity to protect themselves from these agendas being placed and been at full capacity for a great deal of years here in our country. Back that thing up real quick. Where am I at? Small appliances. All right. All right, went over the power, safety. Okay, let me pull up this video. I know they don't trip on 3D printing.
I just got off the phone with a couple. They were just served with a $7.2 million lawsuit, stressed out of their mind.
Check this out, y'all. This
sure.
is super cool. Not only
Gotta make sure I can be able to show this. Shit. Let me try and find an older one. Yeah, you can show these. All right.
Check out this luxury 3D printed house located.
So I don't want to play too much of it. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't want to play too much of it because I haven't tested those videos and put them on my channel to make sure. So I don't want anything happen. But 3D printing. I'm gonna try and find some older videos to show this, that some of us are still in the ideal that getting a house, however how you get it, and you see these construction workers building all these houses. I'm telling you, I've worked on some houses. I've delivered DoorDash, delivered food to places where I actually helped build the house, installed windows, installed certain stuff in these houses, and I'm delivering to these houses. And I'm telling you, the material that are used for these houses that they're charging this ridiculous amount of money for, man, a lot of the woods that they're putting in these houses, you like this house at the right position, that house is gonna burn the hell down. Gets in any of these, in some of these walls and stuff, and it's like how much money it costs for a whole crew to build these houses. And then when we look at a decent house, I know here in California, if you want to get a decent house, a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom house, two bed, 2 bath, you know, I mean, two bathrooms, 3 bathrooms, you know, master bathrooms, master bedroom, man, we're talking in a decent area. Man, I know people that are spending $800,000 for these houses. But when you look into what it costs to build these houses, man, all by admiration to my brother Thomas T.J. Lofton, man, who taught me these things about building these apartment complexes and getting into real estate and seeing how much money that they're spending on a crew to build up a neighborhood. And they're gonna have people who rent these houses out, and these houses, they're charging like $1 million for a house that's some cheap ass material, but you can 3D print a home. Now, I feel that the technology of the 3D printing homes needs an upgrade, needs it needs to go through some real trial and error because I really don't feel the design in the way it looks myself. Kind of looks kind of Play-Doh or gummy looking, but the material that they're using is better. It's a lot healthier than some damn paint or the other things that used to be in our walls that cause a lot of health issues, like lead and other things. So there's these homes that are being 3D printed, and they're 3D printing homes in a day. Like if they go full force and have the right cooling machines to keep the machine cool enough or whatever it takes to operate, they can build neighborhoods in a month with just, I don't know, 10 machines. You could build a whole neighborhood. This is the future. Soon, they're not going to be making houses the way that they used to make them. These things are going to be 3D printed. And in the home, what's also coming soon is 3D printing damn near everything. I'm talking about they're 3D printing food. Those damn NASA idiots aren't even going into space, but they got 3D printer machines and they're just playing with this stuff. They got these pieces in these CNC machining shops that now they're 3D printing instead of the old bullying way, smelting these minerals and doing all this thing. Now they're 3D printing all this stuff. So we're moving into the future, and it's time that, that it's a big wake-up call. Now, I tried to share this a while ago. I say a good 6 years ago, but many people didn't want to hear it. And I know this topic I'm talking about today may be a little different than what many people have ever heard me talk about. But this is one of my passions. This is what makes civilization thrive, is to know how to make these things, how to fix these things if they break. But more importantly, knowing the innovation and the inventions now and the innovative steps that are going to take us further down the line of not being in control of our destiny and having to beg and bow down to the people who will be in control of these things. So we definitely need to learn about these machines, these new machines, these 3D printing machines. Man, they're 3D printing organs. I mean, you look into 3D printing machines and 4D printing machines, you will be shocked at the things that are being built. You're 3D printing guns, parts of guns, and you assemble the gun. You have a 3D printed gun. Now, I don't know what practical applications today. Some of the guns in the past, they said they were horrible, shoot one bullet or some stuff like that. But with the technology and the way it's moving, we don't know what's going on. You can make some weapon with new technology that'll be like sci-fi, but we're not going to sit back and wait for them to make it. We need to start making these things for ourselves. And that's what I wanted to focus on today, to bring frequency equals sound equals color, what I call F+S equals C. Definitely going to talk about that another day, because that wasn't even the surface of it. But maintenance, repair, overhaul, maintenance, repair, operation, and mine, manufacture, mass produce everything we want, need, and use. So we don't need nobody will forever be the most important thing to me that needs to be taught. It needs to be expressed. We shouldn't be worried about no political thing, no anything going on other than building and making our own. And when it comes to the entertainment stuff, that is definitely the focus, but I have to watch the way I say things because people lose lives over some of the stuff that I'm talking about. This is not a game. You're talking about regaining order with your people, and whether it be that we are the biggest consumer base or not the biggest consumer base, we need to be not consuming anything that is benefiting them. There's something that'll be like benefiting Bud Light, we don't know what other companies Bud Light runs, that weirdo stuff that they just put out recently. We want to make sure that our stuff is not going to something that's going to promote some kid diddlers going around costume dressing in front of our children, telling them it's okay to be a costume dresser, to play costume dress up for the rest of their life. And if they want to, or they feel a little different inside, they could chop their damn wing wang off. No, we need to take full control. Money goes into what we push, how we want things going for our own people. And it's gonna take maintenance, repair, overall maintenance, repair operations of our own people. A lot of single parent families, a lot of manipulation and sick things going on, like what we see with Dwayne Wade's son. Sick things going on in the world, things that are being really pushed and jammed down our throat. If we are in control of police stations, we don't need the police. If we are the ones who promote that, instead of it being a police doing the things they do, some people that actually come and protect and help the community and actually are a part of a system that is to keep people on the right path, instead of this prison system to make whatever money off of the prison system and the different things attached to it. Fire breaks out in our house. If you got a fire extinguisher, boom, fire taken care of. If fire gets out of hand, we can't really, do anything but call the fire department. We need to be in control of that. When we get shot, fall, break a leg, do something, we're calling an ambulance. As soon as that ambulance throw your ass up in there, that bill toll starts hitting. We go 1 mile, bow, another 200. They go another mile, bow, 400-500. Damn, just to get you to the hospital. We need to be in control of that as well. The ambulance, the hospital, the pharmaceutical companies, the practitioners that are selling all this medicine. If we are in control of the medicine that people are taking, the medicine is only going to be to heal. It's not going to be some medicine to keep you hooked and turn you into a damn opiate head junkie. These rappers talk about. Now we'll be talking about some elderberries and something that's nutrition. Big dog for little G, know what I'm talking about. That we would have control of. That is control of our protection, control of our well-being in case of emergency, and in control of our health. We need to be the surgeons. When it comes to the education, well, we know what that education system has done to us with the society of diffusion of useful knowledge and the information we learn from the schools today. But we have trade school. We need to get back into being in control of the trade schools. When that's what we did in 1870 to 1900, we were all the trade school teachers. That's what we did. The inventors and the innovators. That's what we did. And we were good at it, and we loved doing it. Got to get back into that. Got to get back into being in control of this educational system and what we learn. The important things of what we need to know. What we learn in school should be something that helps and benefits a person throughout their whole life, not just intellectually masturbate and look like an educated fool when you get something wrong, but actually have something that's applicable. And that's why I personally, got my eye up in there, that I personally would have it to where 8-year-old, man, they learning that they should know every tool in the toolbox. They should know, they should be able to blindfold and feel it and touch it and be able to tell you, oh, that's a 3x13. Oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? It should be on that level. For the sisters and with the daughters and the young girls, that's a whole nother thing. I can't speak up for that. But only what I've been taught and told by my grandmother. We got ladies were into nurturing. They weren't into trying to be running some working at some damn desk, 20 stories in the air in a building, being a CEO, running all kinds of stuff. It's like this destiny that we had control of, when we had control, was a system that was sufficient. The system was immaculate from what I've been told, from my studies and my travels and what I've been finding, that we can apply this to ourselves in our way that we live today and take full control, man. So let's stop having damn seizures and heart attacks in our 40s, 50s, and 60s. And you know, take control. Take control. Man, that's what I wanted to make sure the message that everyone understand, that these are the things that I've been looking at and noticing that we don't have control. And from Farrakhan down, I don't hear, you can get 1 million people, 2 million people to meet up, but they're not talking about these things. But guess what? In Vanguard and BlackRock and whatever other stock owner of all companies, and when they meet up, rather be Bohemian Grove or whatever Grove or wherever it is, with damn Davos in them, the World Economic Forum and all that, this is what they're talking about. They're going over schematics and blueprints of the things they have control. We got to do this. We got to do this. We intelligent enough. We learn all this knowledge. We read all these books. Go to all these websites and all this stuff. Time for us to take control. That's it. That's all, brother. Land my rocket shit. Honorable admiration on my good brothers and sisters of the feather. And I hopefully can apply these things to your frame of thinking and kind of like shift the paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Gotta shift the paradigm and being in control of our destiny. I don't think any of the knowledge of anything other than these things would benefit my great-great-grandchildren. Cool, yeah, we know who we are, and we know where we're from. But how about we control who we are and we control where we're from? I really don't know what other direction anyone can go. None of that philosophical jargon is really gonna help anybody trying to, be in a position that the people who run BlackRock are in. People who run Vanguard are in. I only really need to say those two because they run the whole damn board. I don't care who it really is. I just know they run it, and it ain't me. Damn it, I should be Vanguard. I should be BlackRock. And we all need to start looking at these things these ways. That should be us in a position here in America controlling that. Shouldn't be Trump running for president. It should be one of us running for president. It should be us that is controlling Congress. If we want to be a part of that or consider that to be something of power, it should be only us. Only those who have true, authentic American lineage, heritage, and American skin should be the only ones who are controlling what is going on in America. All this, and I like the slogan, "Make America Great Again," and all that. I help Biden's old "Build Back Better." Good slogans, good sayings. But how about we do it ourselves? Got to do it ourselves. Appreciate y'all taking your time to listen to me share this information with everyone. In the future, I will definitely go over frequency equals sound equals color and talk about that stuff. So people that are into the, applied engineering and applied technology will definitely enjoy. 2MRO and 3MP, I'm passionate about, but for advanced information and stuff, I will definitely in the future share what 4 and 5, this 5-step program to building a civilization I put together. It starts with frequency equals sound equals color. To simplify that, phytoplankton, photosynthesis, and everything in between, flora, fauna. When it comes to geodynamics and biodynamics, would be understanding the earth and how we operate within this earth and what position we take in the ecological system. Do we need to revert back to whatever original way? What was the original way? And what is the path that we have in the future? Where do we fit in the world of flora and fauna, in the insect world and the world itself? Where do we really fit? And what is our purpose here? What are we supposed to really do? That's GDBD4, geodynamic biodynamics. And with F5, it's just everything all in one: flora, fauna, friction, fission, and fusion. Getting heavy into engineering and technology without the philosophy, only what's practical, only what is applicable. Definitely looking forward to going into that in the future. Peace. Got someone up in here.
Yeah, I'm here, brother. I've been here listening, and much respect to you, man. Fire presentation. Appreciate you, brother. Let me shout out a couple people. We got Beast Mode in the house. Suzanne Thomas, executive session sponsor, Hawkeye, My Naga Smoke Signals, Empress Summer Rain, Reed Learning Street, Dre Cobb Music, my brother K Paper Chase, looking forward to doing a future build with you, brother Cherokee, Empress Summer Rain, JJ, Hawkeye, Cherokee. Make sure I don't leave nobody out. Much respect to everybody. New Growth, George Henry, 30-year friend, Carbon King, Brian's Flat Power Guy, Jules, Brenda Clark, C. Roberts, absolutely. I see you, Hennigo H. Daniel Thornton. Appreciate all of y'all. I do appreciate all of y'all. Go ahead, brother. You can finish. And my brother D. Allen Warren. And Smoke, you can tap in whenever the brother finish. Go ahead, Lotus. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, that was a fire presentation that the brother got, that the brother did.
Hold important.
Tapped on a little bit of everything. Go ahead, brother. You can unmute. You got it.
Most definitely. No, I'm saying we had somebody join. We got Smoke in there now. Smoke signal, what it do?
Yeah, he probably getting his. There you go. Go ahead, Smoke.
Salute. Hey man, shout out to the channel and to the chat, man. Power to the motherfucking people. You spent some balls at the end of that, John. I ain't really catch the
motherfucking people. Go ahead, Smoke.
I'm just saying he was spending some balls at the end of that, John. I ain't really catch the bill though. I don't know what the C230, C3PO, whatever you were talking about. I missed all that, bro. But
I figured there's a mathematical equation for life. You got it, brother. I'm letting my brother Matthew do as he do. Go ahead.
Yes, Lotus gonna hop on this journey and he gonna clip a nigga from the bottom. You ain't gonna be able to make it far fucking with the information that he brings. You're gonna have to sit down and ponder on that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and revisit what was going on in this junk though. Yeah, but salute.
Salute, Smoke. Oh yeah, man, dealing with civilization building and taking control, man. I mean, I'm at the point where enough is enough, man. I saw everybody get excited over Trump doing some shit and going to court and shit. I'm like, look, we just distracted again, man. Distracted. Nah, enough is enough. Yeah, it's time to take our president.
You know how these niggas like to play. You know how these niggas like to play spades, right? That's a goddamn tradition. So niggas finally get a trump card, right? And they just don't know how. Niggas just don't know how to act. Nigga think they got a handful of spades, and all you got is one goddamn trump card. I don't believe in the great white hope. And every time I hear niggas talking about Trump this, Trump that, I'm gnashing my motherfucking teeth. I ain't seen a white man come through here and usher in no justice yet. And you niggas think Trump gonna be the one? Yeah, I'll wait. Go ahead.
I'm with you 110%, man. No president have did nothing for the people. None of them. You got it.
Exactly. So orange man bad, orange man good, don't matter. End of the day, his family gonna be good. Well, what about all ours? While they gonna reap the soul and benefit of what we doing, what we were doing before they got here, his grandpappy wasn't over here. All this stuff that we did and what we built. Yeah, man, I ain't got time for none of that shit no more. I'm running for president. Man, that's how we should look at it. Who, them? What? They're gonna be controlling something on our land? Should be ashamed of ourselves, man. I'm not with it. Now, I do say MAGA to piss off some people because they talking about make America great again. But the Marxist pan boo-boos, they look at that and say slavery. I look at that and say that's when we had control. So make America great again, that ain't gonna look good for them damn MAGA Republicans, because I mean that we'll be back in power. What are they really talking about? Nah, no more. Fuck what they talking about. Man, it's time for us to move forward.
No doubt. I'm with you. Make Americans great again, bro. Make Aboriginals great again. Yeah, I know how niggas feel about the word Aboriginal,
buddy.
but you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The earliest people on the land. That's what I be saying. You know what I mean? Me myself, I self-identify as 100% nigga, no admixture. But, yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow. I advise you niggas to get some distilled, vaporized water. In doing so, I relinquish the flow.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's how the approach has to be from now on.
And I don't know if that sister that wanted to ask a question is still in the chat. If you can, I think it was a Duke. If you wanted to ask her a question, you can either come on the panel and actually you can type it in the chat. But anybody welcome to hit the link and ask any question.
Yeah, I'm reserving my questions until I get a handle on the information. Like I said, I missed the whole bill. I've been loafing like a motherfucker. I really just not too long waking up. But I go back and check it out, and I reserve my questions for a later date.
Most definitely. I'll give you a slight summary. I was reading off all the different appliances and all the things that we're consuming, but not building. You know, from the clothes to the shoes to the cars, you know, all of it. And when we turn that TV on, all I see is advertisement to go buy somebody else's shoe company, someone else's car company, somebody else's everything, fast food, go to Walmart, Target and go buy some, but it's no promoting our own. And, you know, we got all these people with all these millions and all these billions and gazillions, and they're not doing it. It's like, we got ain't no hope at all, no great hope coming. We gotta do it on our own. Gotta find out how all this stuff is made, you know, figure out how to fix everything that's in the household, outside of the household that we use. Whatever we use, anything that's helping us in life, live an easier life, gotta learn how to make it and build it on our own. You know, and if that's the focus, instead of some chains, some watches, some Versace or whatever other name brand clothing, designer wear, whatever, and focus on these things. Because I remember there was a time when it was Karl Kani, FUBU, cross colors, and that was the outfit that, like, we had pride in ourselves when we wore that stuff. You know, even the little crotch, whatever his name is, always get his name mixed up. You know, something that is where it's our own building it and our own making it. And hell, Got to get back to our own growing our own food. We saw all that crap that the farmers went through, even when Trump was in there. All that nonsense that the farmers, our people farming went through. And then when I look into 1870 to 1900, that we had all the farms, that farming was our thing. Now you talk to some teenagers about farming. I don't want to smell that shit all day. We don't want to horseback ride. We don't want to tend to the cows. Don't want to tend to the chicken coops. And, something that's just not like in desire or in school to be desired. In elementary school, I wasn't told, learn how to grow this food, learn how to take care of these animals. And these things will sustain you through life. Nah, they gave me some damn math, some damn history, some damn periodical table of elements and shit. Nothing to do with establishing, taking care of myself, my family, and creating a self-sustainable social climate going to be passed down through apprenticeship and passed down through generations to do the same thing and giving us, freeing up that time and that energy to do the things we love, tinker, invent, innovate. Hell, play sports. Like we have no excuse anymore for football and basketball to be the way it is, not in control by us. There's no excuse with hip hop music, rap music, and the R&B. They completely blurred the line with R&B. We don't have a real R&B singer anymore that's being pushed. You gotta take control of all these things. Anything that we have an adverse effect on, anything that we're being used to promote anything, it has to be only benefiting us. No one else. Just us. If anybody else wants to get it and they like it or whatever, cool. But just us. That's it. That'll change the tides and it'll change things in a whole nother direction. If you look at the children who are going through all the madness and the nonsense in these different cities where the killing is up, robbery is up, gang violence is up and all this stuff. But if the perception of their wants and needs are guided towards being in control of their destiny, it's those certain attitudes that are displayed that we see, some of us seeing for ourselves in person, or what we seeing in the news or on TV, or even promoted in these Hollywood movies and these Hollywood TV shows, sitcoms or whatever, that if we guide it and point it in a direction of being in control of our destiny, it's going to change everything. It would take a couple generations, but it will change. And with the children today being so quick with technology, I know that would be a very good way to get a real grab and grasp at the children through ages 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those peak years of being a sponge, you could really grab their attention by putting the stuff in the technology, in the cartoons, but we got this silly stuff going on, these damn kid diddler type of stuff. And the TV shows that we do have, like Snoop Dogg got teaching them ABCs. Nah, Snoop, you tripping. You need to take it further. You need to really think for the future. And the people who got the finance to buy the things that are needed, they are in control. So if we can control the people who are controlling them, or just plain out replace them, we can have power over the effect of the youth instead of some rainbow, the LGBTQ and all that stuff going on. Instead of this weirdo remove the amendment that helps us protect ourselves, rather be freedom of speech or gun control. All these things that are being pushed, that will be pushed down into the years of 2 to 3, or I'll say 3 to 8, we can capture those minds and be in the power to capture the minds of the children. We can guide them, in the future. It'll be a lot different than what we've experienced. But the key thing to that is the technology it's overwhelming. 3-year-old can grab an iPad and they doing all kind of stuff already at 3. Damn, man, that's amazing. But instead of being some damn video games just killing or destroying or doing some stuff negative or whatever, instead some high IQ video games, instead of some cartoons, man, they got cartoons for 3, 4, 5-year-olds with trannies in the cartoons and stuff like that, or which is just as bad. We got Pan-African cartoons talking about slavery. So it's like we have to really separate ourselves from everything anybody else has going and build our own society, build our own civilization, of us. I've really been kind of hush on talking about this for a while because it's like, I need to talk to people who got the finance and who has the business to really move forward to do these things. Getting it myself, that shit ain't easy. But this is going to take a lot of money. Like for me to get a warehouse and 3D print and build the things that I know how to build, that I have in my head, practical applications and innovations that I have in my head, that I could build if I have these things, I'm working with these machines. It's ridiculous. And there's others like me. It's amazing what can be done. But I can't do it if all the money is to go on to something that's like what Master P did, to put on some damn cars to compete with Lamborghini. Or whatever Puffy doing with his money. We don't know. We don't know what any of these people with all this money do with their money. All we know is it don't help none of us. So resource or get all the money to get the resources. Or my manufacturer, mass produce everything we want, need, and use. So we don't need anybody. That's basically a slight summary of what the message was today. We done heard enough Farrakhan's. We done heard enough Reverend Jesse Jacksons, Al Sharptons. We done heard enough. What direction we go from here right now? We got control right now. Everybody goo-gobbing over Orange Man and all that stuff. We can really do something right now. We got to spend the time.
Yeah, I'm all for abandoning the supreme deity philosophy, right? Cause we didn't get how long we didn't gave this nigga what, a good 150 years, probably longer than that. Yeah, he ain't been so productive, like, And I ain't finna be the nigga out here telling the other niggas to pray harder and donate more and make sure you pay your tithes. Nigga, shit, I'd rather see you fuck this shit off at a strip club before I see you give it to that nigga.
We just gotta, we got sisters like Sister Betty growing our own tribes, Empress Hoover. We got different sisters. We just gotta pull our resources together as a people. And like I said, we got examples over here, like Sister Betty, people bought land in 4 different states. They're going to provide housing. You know what I mean? So we got people on the ground. We just need more people to implement what the brother Lotus is saying, even the tiny houses and different things. You know what I mean? Creating our own, sources of energy, of light. And basically digging our own wells on our land, and basically, growing our own foods. You know what I mean? That's what the brother Lotus basically summed everything down to. We need to come together, start resourcing each other, and helping the next generation so they can become stronger. And I'm laying right there. Much respect. If anybody want to come up and tap the link, anybody welcome to come up and tap the link. and tap in. You got it, brother.
Most definitely.
Yes, and some good, just some good ideas. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I've been trying to make the suggestion. Niggas gonna have to think tank, man. Come up with a real workable model. Cause I know it always like these discussions always end up with hey approaching your family and everything, man. My family's still into the religious and politics and education, and I mean they basically lean toward that assimilating as type ideology, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We finna get ready to have a family reunion though. I'm gonna have to bust a lot of niggas out at the family reunion. Huh? I might start a fight at that motherfucker.
Smoke with family reunion smoke, huh? Damn.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna give it right to you, Lotus. You know, you gotta get with the ones that's thinking like you, think like you thinking and thinking like we think, and the ones that keep participating in the system. We gotta let them die believing in the system. You know, we gotta keep walking our walk. Maybe it'll wake them up, but I think some of them are so far gone, they'll never be woken up. You know what I mean? We just gotta build with amongst ourselves that's like-minded like us. You got it.
Bro, I just got into it with my cousin a couple of days ago. That nigga told me his mama, my mama's sister, my auntie was a goddamn slave. Man, I was like, bro, do you know what the hell you talking about, bro? You talking about your mama said? I was like, man, I mean, you can't make this shit up. I'm like, nigga, don't you know, even if that story was true, nigga, slavery ended in what? Early 1860. Even if that shit was true, nigga, how the hell your mama make that? How she make the cut, bro? From 1860 something. And I know she was born about 1950 something. Like, bro, you 100 years throwed the fuck off. I couldn't even convince this nigga. He came back the next day after that talking about, oh no, yeah, I had it wrong. I'm like, nigga, I know you had it wrong. He like, that's right, they were sharecroppers. I said, bro, don't you know sharecroppers mean that they was working from their own land, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? So he just got the whole story convoluted. Now, this is my first cousin, right? Mind you, now I got another first cousin, which is this nigga brother, and he think he's a goddamn Mo. I mean, you know, a Moor. I'm like, bro, how you that? Your mama ain't never told you nothing Moorish, nothing Moroccan, Al Moroccan, nothing. Where you get that shit from, bro? Like, nigga, where is you getting this goofy shit from that I had to
Hey, peace,
argue
my
back and forth
brother,
with you niggas?
George.
That's why I say,
Go ahead, Smoke.
it's gonna be a fight at the family reunion. I'm busting niggas' ass out.
You got me over here rolling, man.
For
Yeah,
sure,
all
I'm banging
those
niggas.
distractions, huh?
Yeah, all I'm banging on Jesus and everything at the family. Nigga, enough is enough. You niggas gonna have to get y'all mind right. Then I'm gonna start taking up a damn collection.
And I know how it is, man. Shit. My relatives disgust me on some of the way they think. Believing in religion, they wholeheartedly believe in all that, and then go sit on the damn couch and watch Star Trek. That shit be killing me, man. We got to replace it. We have to replace it. But that's why I say my objective has to be for the children. I got to meet the children where they at, man, because it's a lot of people that just stuck in their way. They hear build your own and shit, and some of the stuff I said, I've had people tell me I'm trying to put people back in slavery. Because I'm saying we need to go farm and grow our own food and all that. We ain't trying to be no slaves. What are you talking about? Like, I've heard it all. I've had the weirdest rebuttals. Then I had some people take the ideal and run with it, talk about Black City plan, like Reggie. Reggie had no idea about any of that type of stuff until me and Almost Younger. That's what we were pushing. And that's what I'm really gonna make this like my main thing to talk about. You know, I mean, my own personal discovery stuff, cool. You know, going to certain sites and discovering sites of FUG mounds and all that stuff, cool. That's tied into GDBD4. But I have to focus on the children. I have to find a way to meet the children where they're at, you know, and not in a Joe Biden type of way, you know, but in a way to where they're not bombarded with all the negativities that you know, that they're seeing right now. Gotta get that mechanic shop, wood shop back into the schools, or at least we start making our own trade schools. You know, instead of Umar trying to make a school where he's going to teach all that garbage that I have people thinking when we were sharecropping in the past, that we were slaves, when we actually ran, that was our crops that we shared. Some of my ancestors ran and owned, well, not own, they sharecropped tobacco in Kentucky. And that was two of the families that lived in Kentucky on the street. It was 5 families, and they had control of these certain trades. And these trades and people were going in between these areas on their way to Indiana or on their way to the South through Kentucky. And some people were chewing tobacco and smoking tobacco. So till this day, some of my grandmothers, my mother's mothers, her cousins, they still work in Kentucky in the tobacco plants and all that stuff. But now they don't have ownership to the tobacco plant. It's been taken over. So when I hear that, like how the brother had it confused with sharecropping and stuff, that's the same ideal that people are having, that our ancestors were slaves and that's what they were doing when they were inventing. I've had people tell me we invented all those things because we were slaves, and the slave master made it so hard for us that we had to invent things to make our job easy. I've heard shit like that.
Yeah, but see, we all had to rationalize that when we first heard about the slavery inventions, right? Because we all, well, I mean, for the people who didn't know, like me, because I didn't know, I was just taught niggas were slaves and we came from Africa. You know what I'm saying? It was just unquestionable to me because when I used to bring my homework and shit home, didn't nobody challenge it. Didn't nobody say, "Oh, that shit some bullshit." My folks was just like, "No, you just take your ass to school and come back with good grades." You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really challenging what was being taught at that motherfucker. So I just went with it because I thought, you know, so it ain't nobody disagreeing with it, then it must be some validity to it. But so yeah, I had my mind wrapped around that same type of ideology as well. But I used to always hear other niggas talking about, I got Indian in my family. And I used to look at them niggas strange, like, nigga, you don't look like there's nothing in you but a straight nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't aware that niggas was actually the Indians. I always thought it was them Tonto, you know, wild, iron eyes, Cody ass niggas that was the Indians. So yeah, so I was accepting that same ideology too. But once I start thinking about it, yeah, it don't, that part of the story don't make no sense. But niggas being the Indians make most sense. You see what I'm saying? Once you get to realizing that it was a whole lot of what they call misinformation. But the rabbit hole goes deeper than that. I'm just not the nigga who inclined to jump off in that motherfucker. But I help anybody make sense out of the shit that you bringing up out them son bitches. That's for sure. I relinquish the flow.
Yeah, man, it's a cold thing, man. It's a cold thing. help them get down that rabbit hole. Yeah, man, especially them not a coincidence, man. And those like that, they will push it to a T. Oh, yeah, they were slave. So, like I was saying earlier, we have to take that out. I heard in some of the schools that they're going to remove a lot of that slave narrative information. Certain red states, so they want to call it the red state or whatever. That they're going to remove that rhetoric, which is cool, because we need to take that out of our children. We don't want our children getting bombarded with that. We want them to see is that, damn, we invented all these things for us.
Well, because look how much of a damn fight we putting up with the niggas who been, conditioned to accept this. I'm just gonna say fallacy, bro. I ain't
Shout out Jaden. I see you out there, Jaden. Go ahead, Smoke. I feel you, brother. We've been fighting years with them and still fighting, and they still believing. I had to go in on somebody about belief. I'm like, we in the age of information and facts, not no belief. Religion is still pushing that belief. You got it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point where I think they understand. I think they're starting to understand that we're not just talking out the side of our neck, because they always want to say, pull up a source. Where's it saying this? Where's it saying this that y'all talking about it? Where's the people in history talking about they always been here? But it's like, bro, we challenging a lie. The lie is that we came from Africa, brother. We're not challenging the truth. The truth is what it is. The truth ain't got to brag. The truth can just sit back with his feet kicked up, because the truth know it ain't going nowhere. You niggas with this lie, y'all gotta push it. Y'all gotta push it real hard, because it really don't make no sense when you start to think about it. When you start to give it a little critical thought, but this shit y'all talking about ain't really got no grounds upon which it can stand, because ain't none of it really adding up. And now they get to the point where they talking about, well, it was hundreds of thousands of free blacks that was already here. So I'm like, so what they did? They got a free boat ride over here with the niggas who they was enslaving. Like, come on, bro, you gotta start making this shit make a little bit more sense than what you're saying.
I got you, brother. We got some of our people. They still agreeing with the state information when we tell them the state information is no good. They're stuck in kindergarten through 12th grade indoctrination. You know what I mean? You can't even show them the connection between the education and the state, and it goes in one ear out another one. It's sad, man. I have so many of my family that I don't even deal with, because they're so indoctrinated from the TV, just the TV. And I'm gonna land right there. Much love and respect to everybody, man.
I ain't just mad at them though, because I know y'all been fed this lie for what? How long the compulsory education been going on? Rockefeller and them introduced this shit, so this had to be in the early 1900s or
years, something like that, maybe a little bit more.
All right, so they got a good little head start
since the first university was built.
Yeah, so they got a good little head start on the misinformation. So it's a lot a nigga got to go back and work through and decipher and debunk or challenge or whatever. But the more we do it, the more ground that we gonna gain. So eventually, and I don't even think it's gonna take much longer, because it's a lot. The social media like on fire with the back and forth right now. You got the natives, you got the Pan-African niggas, then you got Africans over there talking about we don't know nothing about no damn slavery over here. We learned about this shit at school like y'all did. So you know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna have to start making more connections with the real Africans, not these $5 ass African niggas who've been told they was Africans and ain't really Africans. But the average African will tell you, man, we don't know nothing about no slaves. When nobody coming over here snatching our goddamn people up, taking them to no damn across no damn Atlantic. We don't know nothing about that.
Arabs took their people.
Right.
And
They'll tell you
slavery
about
is
that because
still
they can
going
be.
over there to this
Yep.
day. And
Yeah,
or
but
they'll
let's
say
see what I'm
their
saying.
own
They
people
can,
sold them out. You know
yeah,
what I
they can be
mean?
validated. But that West African shit coming to America,
Exactly, Smoke.
y'all
I'm with you
can't, y'all can't,
110%, my brother.
y'all can't validate that, bro. Y'all ain't got no, y'all got to find me something with a seal on it saying that shit. Fuck all these books.
And real quick, hey, K Paper Chase, we gotta do a build on that together, brother. I was over there, I seen it. So we gotta do a build on about drugs. You know, go ahead, brother. Y'all got it.
Definitely, man. Opiate crisis is ridiculous. When I looked into that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, out there in Indiana, nah, bro, that shit ain't cool. So. But yeah, that slave narrative is ridiculous. Over there, they don't know what the hell anybody talking about over there. People I know over there, they say that shit's going on over there right now. I had a brother that I talked to that was actually a part of the South Sudanese army. He was telling me about putting holes in them Arab heads, some Janjaweed heads, trying to kidnap people. And he told me in detail that they have always fought against them, and they were winning 100 years ago, 200 years, they were winning, but the technology and the different weapons and chemical warfare and all that stuff, he said that's when they started losing. And so it doesn't match up with any of these so-called transatlantic slave trade stories. None of that shit matches up. And then what's the big one they talk about? Ghana. And then you look into Ya Santewa, and it's like, wait a minute, Ya Santewa had white slave prisoners, and they'll say, oh, those are POWs, those are prisoners of war. She had man. Stop it. It's too bogus. The information is fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? But the part that pisses me off is that's what they're using to get our people, that they psychologically embed that in our people, thinking that if we take control of our fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, and we get back to tending and taking care of animals and farming and sharecropping again, then it's gonna be some slave shit. And it's like, yeah, man, narrative has to be burned out of the senses or get to the youth before that nonsense can be pushed. Because that, I can't talk too much about the LGBTQ stuff, but they've intertwined that and to try and bring our people into that perverted way of living. Into that orthodox way of living. They have embedded the history of being slaves into that. So there's so much with the wokeism stuff too. It's terrible. Now, if we're telling people, hey, look, we invented all these things and we have control and power, that's going to be something. And that's why I can't wait to start busting out the small nation of people and start sharing pages from that and share where they started putting these lies. W.E.B. Du Bois got the word pan from Otto von Bismarck. Nobody talked about being a Pan-African until W.E.B. Du Bois came back. And inside of W.E.B. Du Bois' information in a small nation of people, he is the main person that started making that literature saying that, oh, we have all this stuff. Damn, I can't show my avatar.
Yeah, the UNESCO and all those different programs that they implemented. And it's still going on today. United Nations Educational something.
Right. Trying to think, yeah, he had a Greek perspective too. He was a part of the group pushing the Greek stuff or whatever. But the point was that W.B. Du Bois was putting that slave narrative in literature, saying in a small nation of people, he said that our ancestors didn't own themselves, were free, and already had all these things going on. And that shit, it doesn't make any sense, especially when you look into the images of when they took the land from all the farmers. We had farmers walking down the street with big signs saying they own like a million, hundreds of millions of acres of land, and it's been taken over. Gotta look into that too. We know exactly what happened. When you have a literature that'll oppose the strength that a generation of people can build, that ideology and that doctrine needs to be destroyed. Like that shit, it literally needs to end. All that slave talk, it needs to end. Not gonna make any real progress teaching the children that. And we got Dr. Ma'at making damn slave cartoons. So if we got it, we gotta push harder. Gotta push harder on them. Whoever's pushing that narrative, gotta push harder on them. I'm not saying cuss them out. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, try and fight them. Like the homie Tayshawn, we want to take off all their heads. I understand. But it's getting to the point where we got to ban them from any platform that we have. Period. They have to be banned. It's not no, man, let them on so we can have some goddamn Harlem Housewives type of, nah, fuck that. If it's not building, it's not talking about taking control and power, has to go. Like all that has to go. If it's not putting power in my hand, I have no energy for it.
Yeah, all that diaspora and hey, let's build a motherland shit back up. Nope. I don't want, no, nigga, no. Nigga, we ain't building up no nigga. This our motherland. It's my mama land right here, my nigga. We build this motherfucker. Well, this motherfucker already built, so we ain't got to talk about that. But no, getting Africa right. I don't want to hear getting Africa. Africans, it's enough Africans over there to get Africa right, bro. Y'all don't need no help from no niggas like me to get Africa right. They want their motherfucker right. They can get it right they damn self. That's my sentiment, right? And I know you got a lot of motherfuckers saying, man, everybody just need to get together. All the melanated people of the world just get the man. We've been tried that. We've been tried that. I ain't know all the melanated people of the world finna get together. Nigga, handle your own area. That's what you do. You gotta clean up, you gotta spring clean your own house. If everybody spring clean their own house, all the houses will be clean. Simultaneously. Ain't no me stopping cleaning my shit up to go help you clean yours up. Then what you gonna do? Come help me clean mine up? Man, get the fuck out of here. That don't even make no sense. So no, we're not doing the melanated people of the world or we was everywhere. No, we was here. The other niggas was where they at, and the other niggas is where they at. That's a good model to work. That's a good model to work from, bro. Everybody handle their own area. Get this shit done like that. I relinquish the.
I had that we are the world, we are the children in my head, man. He said that. Yep. Got a clean house. Got a clean house. But gentlemen, I definitely need to get back in these streets. I just got me a Toyota Tacoma. I'm mad because I hate foreign vehicles. Need to make my own damn truck. Get my butt out here, get to DoorDash. Go deliver some toxic food to the people who deserve to eat it. Can't talk too much about that. That's another day. Appreciate you, Smoke, man, coming up in here, chopping up with us, going in on these things pertaining to this very important matter. Before I go, it's like we gotta do all this stuff on our own, man. We on our own. We on our own. And it's been that way. Time to move out of the consumer base. And it ain't no damn slavery. at all.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, I don't know how long Big Dog gonna hold the stream down when you gone, but somebody else get up here, we probably chop it up a little bit more. I don't know.
Most definitely. Keep it going. I'll hop back in a minute. I gotta get on the road, get used to I haven't, and I ain't been in the truck since my Tahoe. So I gotta get used to it again. Right, never gotta, you know what I'm saying, hop in a real man mobile.
All right, nigga, don't be joyriding. You know, gas high as hell in California.
Hell yeah. Man, since I pulled off the lot, I was like, God damn, I am not doing no 10-mile deliveries. They had to bust me off with a 20 and up. Shit ride nice though, I ain't gonna lie. The 22s ride nice. I want to see what a 23 ride like, but that shit ride nice. I'm gonna hop my ass out of this quick as hell. As soon as I fill up that tank, that shit's like $80, $90. Yeah. I need to hop in something else. But in the future, I want to be able to build with myself. You know? I want to build that shit myself. I'll make a dope vehicle. I'll make a vehicle that can go on water, go underwater, and on land, and fly in the air. I don't know why it ain't been done yet. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. That's the direction.
Yeah, that sounds like a good investment plan. I'll be looking, checking up with you on that. See if you coming up with some schematics or whatever.
Oh yeah,
we do gotta start talking innovation, man, and stop talking being innovative for these other groups because they living good off our innovation so far.
Yep. Time for us to do it.
I mean, yeah, we've been doing it all the time. We just been, you know what I'm saying, relinquishing our rights to the shit that we've been creating and contracting with all these old off-brand motherfuckers. And they've been getting the most benefit off niggas' skills and talent. So yeah, we gotta abandon that ideology too. I know niggas be wanting the bag, but I know niggas be wanting the bag, and I can't knock a nigga for wanting the bag, but shit. Most of them tails end with a sad and unfortunate twist. What's saying, nigga?
Yeah, I know exactly what you say. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. But with that, gentlemen, I hope everybody who takes the time to listen to this can take something out of this and apply it in some way to help benefit you in the future. That's what I'm here for. My objective, my real mission, my preamble, my constitution is to take control. That's it. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy. If you keep it up, I think Big Dog. Big Dog's still there. Man, if y'all stay on, I'll hop back in.
All right. Well, if we be gone by the time you get through making your rounds, I want you to know that on Greedy Channel Saturday at 1 p.m. Talk Your Talk Media. I think he changed the name to it. I ain't sure. I have to check it out, but I think it's Talk Your Talk Media. They having a little BYOB bring your own ball session over there. Everybody entering, going acapella on the rhymes, on the poetry, on the comedy, or just whatever type of, you know what I'm saying, organic talent that you might have, but it's gonna be acapella. I think it started at 1 this Saturday, 1 p.m. Saturday. I think it's Central. I don't know, Central or Eastern, but I have further details.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Might have to come drop some flat earth bars. Greedy.
Yeah, bring something nice.
Flat earth battle bars.
Well,
Big Dog know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's dope. I like that.
That's for sure.
I'm gonna get my phone call. I got a couple of albums that I already put together. Even at my age, I can't believe it. At this age, I'm able to record. I got up to about 5 albums on my other phone. I recorded music on my phone. Man, damn. I gotta take this call, y'all.
All right, Lotus. I think he gone. Shit, I'm up here by myself now. I think Big Dog just stepped out. He might have got kicked off the stream again. All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have a clear smoke session, Q&A. Just don't get too personal.
I got you, Smoke. I got you, bro.
Oh, okay, there you go. He back.
I was over there supporting my brother Key on his channel, but I'm here, brother. Much love and respect to everybody. Go ahead, brother. I'm with you.
All right, let me get back over to Zoom. I shot the YouTube to check the chat. Because you can't see the chat on Zoom. You got to go back to YouTube.
Yeah, basically what you got to do is you can still be on Zoom, but you gotta close out. Well, not close out, kind of close it out, and then go to the chat, because I'm looking at the chat while I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cherokee, Emperor Summer Rain, New Growth, Beast Mode, Balzo, K Paper Chase, Carvin King, D. Allen Warren, yourself, Smoke, Equator 7, Emperor Summer Rain, Supreme Chief Holiday in the building, my Naga. Shout out to Chief Holiday, the Perfect Pure. Who else? I might have missed. Shout out to everybody. We still here. Like I said, I was over on my brother Key panel, tapping in with him real quick. You know, we support each other. You know, that mean that brother support me. I support him. That's like we support Chief Holiday. We support Brother Sanchez. We support each other. Shout out my brother and sponsor, Rashard in the house, my Naga. Much love to you and the family. Roxanne Hamilton, much love. You know what I mean? We supporting each other over here. Jules, you already know, one of the best moderators on YouTube. Appreciate all of y'all. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that's a good way to take advantage of these YouTube streets, man. Niggas got to start networking. Niggas got to start networking with each other, even if it's just to make a better show, bro. You know what I'm saying? I guess even if we wrap our mind around it, this should be more. It'll be more progressive, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, brother. That's not like I told the brother K Paper Chase. We gotta his channel and this channel gotta link up together so that way we all can grow. I gotta tomorrow night with the enemy's public, me, Keith Norfolk, talking about divorcing the system. I think we're talking about bootlickers. We be talking about bootlickers tomorrow. You know, those basketball comedians, football players, you know, the actors, the bootlickers. You know, so we're gonna be tapping into that. Like I said, the brother Lotus always gives a fire presentation, so I appreciate that brother for his time. You know, I love what the brother doing. You know what I mean? So I got some good streams set up for everybody. We just did the gardening. We're gonna have the brother coming back doing the gardening. He's gonna be showing visuals of his garden, and hopefully that'll encourage me and other people to get out and do our thing. You know, so I got a lot of future builds, plan on to hopefully do another collabo with Chief Holiday, Brother Sanchez, Add Power, Guy to the Geechees, Empress Hova. I'm looking into tapping in with the whole community. Sister Betty, You know what I mean? We all grow. So it's all good. Appreciate you. Like I said, Brother Lotus gave a fire presentation. You know what I mean? Anybody wanted to tap in, they welcome to tap in. And you know, we continue to keep this going. Much love and respect to everybody in the chat, man. Grand Rising.
Yeah, somebody come up here and put some food on the table. Cause I ain't no hunter. Right. I ain't no hunter gatherer.
Respect.
Right. I ain't no hunter gatherer, but I sure put some shit in the crock pot. That was sure.
Yeah, shout out Crypto Cake Cartel. I see you out there. Silent, Carbon King.
All right, well, go and play some music or something, man. Somebody might come up here and add to the bill. Damn, Big Dog gone already.
No, I ain't go nowhere, brother. I was on mute. I'm about to start screen sharing some music now, brother. I'm with you.
All right,
Cause when I close my eyes, I see you laying in the bed with your fingers in that pussy. And when I go to kiss it, it be singing like a birdie. The current situation got you talking to me dirty, like how you want these whippings, your favorite position. The work we putting in mean we both benefiting. Music for the soul, when you moan I wanna listen. It's moments like this that when you gone it make me miss it. I be saying, calling, she calling out for me. I fell in love with that pussy. Falling, she fell in love with me. That's what she say after I kill it. On it, it put her right to sleep. It left her body on a million. Calling, she calling out for me. I fell in love with that pussy. We having sex on the ceiling, some shit you never seen. It's exactly what you need. Left your body on the resuscitation when I kill it. You gripping on the sheets. The expressions that you making is the way I know you feel it. Room spinning with your legs up. You ain't gotta say much. I done hit the jackpot. Now you gotta pay up every time we lay down. Afterwards we lay up, and then we back at it. Right after we wake up, you tryna kill me with it, girl. Use it as a weapon, and that booty got me calling like your wireless reception. I'm the reason why you smiling. I made it feel better. If you tryna run it back, you got my number, baby, dial it. I be saying, calling, she calling out for me. I fell in love with that pussy. Falling, she fell in love with me. That's what she say after I kill it. On it, it put her right to sleep. It left her body on a million. Calling, she calling out for me. I fell in love with that pussy. Calling, she calling out for me. I fell in love with that pussy. Falling, she fell in love with me.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit bangin'.
On it, it put her right to sleep. It left her body on a million. Calling, she calling out for me. I fell in love with that pussy.
Love, joy, and prosperity. I would like to give a shout out to my bro guy, Dangerous Music. Man, keep doing your thing, bro. We enjoy everything that you're bringing to the community. The music, the words of wisdom are greatly appreciated. Keep doing your thing. Your journey is beautiful. Music is definitely needed in this society that we're living in, and I appreciate everything you bring to the table.
The boy from Big Business is back. On the low with it, cause these niggas are rat. Them bitches ugly, these bitches is bad. If you a crowd pleaser, then these niggas a clap. The monster America made, that's what we really are. This cold world became a utopia to a chilly heart. Red clouds over your head, it made the city dark. Frustrations get projected right through your pretty car. Jail, prison, and hell, truthfully they all the same. Shit goes spiraling down like a water drain. I was told believe in yourself when it gets sorta strange. Focus on reaching your goals, cause you got more to gain. Dudes fell in love with the game, cause it was awesome. Niggas wouldn't marry the game, then it divorced them. Luck, it was all on your side until you lost it. Life, it was moving along until you paused it.
Nobody fucking with the style, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking with the swag for real, man. For real. It's dangerous music. It's dangerous to the system. You know what I mean? It's dangerous to the ops. It's dangerous to the haters, man. Put that in your ear, yo.
If murder on the subject, niggas do not discuss it. Never talk business with niggas you don't fuck with. Niggas think they teachers when these clowns beneath us. When I look down, I see them shrouded in weakness. The views going up, it's making you mad, ain't it? But hating on the nigga, the reason you stagnated. You should've kept it cool if you wanted to live. See niggas like trolling till they under a bridge. Nobody show concern, your whereabouts get laughed at. You found a new home under there in the glad bag, and that's that. Bad luck crossing a black cat. If that's cap, the niggas drop it back and you snap back. It's bad for you niggas like the truth when it's up front. Truthfully, this the type of smoke you don't want. The shit we been through, it really made it clear. The hood's a shadowy place, so please don't go there.
The Bomb Mom 3C checking in with y'all, giving a big shout out to my homie Dangerous Music. I love what you doing, bro. Keep up the good work.
Who is that, man? Hey, turn that up. Who is that? That's all too dangerous. Dangerous music. Whoever dangerous music is, man. I'm copping. Salute. Yo, Red Squid X, salute. Dangerous music, yo, for real. Salute dangerous music, man. For Red Squid X, you already know.
Keep up the good work. Anything you need, reach out to us, sister. We always got your back. Love you. Appreciate it.
Tap in
and
about
keep the
that.
music coming.
Tap in about whatever you will feel like is on your mind. Whatever's on your mind.
I see a lot of self-hate in the community. People hating on each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit bangin'.
My mind is in the future, why they stuck up in the past? Niggas caught up in the loop, and that shit would never add. I'm from Queensboro, Boulevard plus the Ave. If I see the whole world in my face, then I can have. I keep doing me, make a hater turn shit face. Keep my name in their mouth, tell them how my dick tastes. Y'all know what's up though, y'all don't want the full clip. Let a nigga nuts go. Y'all be on some bullshit. Niggas don't crazy. And I see they way off. No attention is the lesson that they tryna pay y'all. My sessions be executive. Smoking like a straight boss. Tomb Raider stone, then I call it Laura Croft. All the malls got some new wheels like my auto car. Auto start when I push the button, flex the auto park. Jewelry different colors like tropical fruit. I got the groove and come organic, not impossible food. Colossal I move, how the fuck you stopping to do? More rocking my jewels, something you ain't copping that's new. So how you see me? See we, ciphers ain't dangerous. Even with some rope in the tree, you couldn't hang with us. Never manufactured, rooted from the land. Yeah, my hustle gotta hustle when they moving with them grams. That's the plan. Maintain the shit that we own. And your paper, not my paper. Tell them niggas we own. Yeah.
The connection between the state from Big Dog, Philly OG. You know, the point that I want to touch on. What I see is too many teachers. And not enough warriors. I don't trust nothing. And we need warriors right now.
Hey yo, my oracle, looking through the scope, I'm like a oracle. Death get recorded through the lens, call it a horoscope. I've been trying to find it all, big and small. You know how it is when you climb and a nigga fall. They try to throw my name in the dirt, then my shit emerge. kinda like a cat when it pounce on a sitting bird. Niggas, they be sitting ducks. When you catch them slipping and you hit them up. Winchester got more than gas if you feeling pumped. Me and Chris Cyphers firing on the masses like metal that was forged in fire from the Damascus. 1, 2, puffin' and pass, then flick the ashes. Anger written all on your face, this shit is madness. I'm up though, you don't want it with me if it's gun smoke. Uneasy, feeling like Wheezy, where the love go? Dub told you check me, double barrel dange, that's a double up. When niggas got it pointed at your chest plate. DBD, TSL, every stat we excel. When you got the share gun, my nigga, you can see it well. You can't tell a story for truth if shit was never known. Standing on the edge, these fallen kings get overthrown. Nobody ever cared when the devil sent. Niggas play a game they could never win. All the way to level 10. All I really need is for your eyes to keep watching, no stopping. I had to free my body from these toxins.
Your body of those toxins, my people. Shout out to Chris Cypher sponsors, man. I got to shout out all the sponsors, man. Appreciate all. Let's go.
Let go. Let go. Let go. Yeah. Let go. Let go. Let go. Cyphers. Shorty, yes, I'm an MC and let get it. Yes, mommy wanna ride with him, let get it. Let go. Let get it. Let get it. Shorty, yes, I'm an MCM, let get it. Mommy wanna ride with him, let get it. 10, 20, 50 Benjamins, let's get it. Let get it. Let get it, yeah. Once again, I'm out with the gang, let get it. Non-recession money ain't a thing, let get it. No time given to a lane, let get it. Let get it. Let get it. Shorty ass on my MCM, let get it. Mommy wanna ride with him, let get it. 10, 20, 50 Benjamins, let's get it. Money in my bank, chubby with the cake. Pull it out for haters cause they hate. Gotta fix your face. Number 4 gorilla in this pain. Yeah, I'm about to take off, flame. Get it through your brain. We will never hang. Never hang. I don't do TikTok, my watch do the same. Niggas like flip-flops, they sliding on game. You need a pit stop, get up off my wave. Rap is not this high, no, I don't see flame. No, they complaining cause they do it on my own. Got a lot of mouth, but I don't see you on. Why these niggas still fake for the gram? Getting used by the ops once again. You would never ever know. Never ever ever. I got mega weather flow. Mega weather flow. I got a mission to boat. All I need is some fine women willing to go. Let go. Let get it. Let get it. Shorty ass on my MCM, let get it. Mommy wanna ride with him, let get it. 10, 20, 50 Benjamins, let's get it. Let get it. Let get it, yeah. Once again, I'm out with the gang, let get it. Non-recession money ain't a thing, let get it. No time given to a lane, let get it. Let get it. Let get it. Shorty ass on my MCM, let get it. Mommy wanna ride with him, let get it. 10, 20, 50 Benjamins, let's get it.
It's kind of like the sun coming over a dark cloud, shining on you with its warm rays of beneficence.
Yo, once again from the soul. This is my notebook. Let me rip you a page that'll make you sit back and witness the plague. Got kids pitching grenades, missing the days. Guess you can't be a star sitting in the shade. And at times, life will make you sicker than AIDS. Twisting the haze, laid out wishing you prayed. Working hard, no difference is made.
We can disagree with each other and still build. We ain't arguing. Like I said, some of us been building for 5, 6, 7 years together. So we know each other. Flat motherfucking power, the Flat Power family. Let this song play. The whole world on some bullshit. And some of us got enough kahunas to call it out.
In a world that'll kill you and spit in your grade. The best thing a parent can say to a child, success is no restriction for age. Or we might be another nigga twisting some braids in the penitentiary, spending some days. Bad choices, plus you know how niggas persuade. Them snakes got venomous ways. And the worst thing to a man is feeling betrayed. Head above water, still get hit with a wave. Still think of my queen, get hit with a daze. Still treat us no different than slaves. This world will take hearts and fill them with rage. Water seeds with hate and make them sit in a cage. On some bullshit. World on some bullshit. Nothing new under the sun. Shit ain't no different today. You know I can give up what your ministers say. I won't forget the past to remember the faith. As society takes souls and send them astray. Then it's the hate you got trapped deep in your heart. So in these times I fall back deep in the arts. Hidden colors. Got a nigga seeking the arc. Sipping tea, watching devils pull people apart. I remember an old saying, reap what you sow. On your journey, stay humble and teach what you know. And this flow ain't the shit you see at the store. It's more like the damn killer that you greet at the door. Third eye be the seed of your soul. Such a beautiful earth these demons control. Gonna make shit better if I can. Cause all over the world my empire stand. On some bullshit. World on some bullshit. On some bullshit. World on some bullshit. On some bullshit.
Everybody throw their channel links up, sub up to everybody. Everybody sub up to everybody. That's how we all grow.
World on some bullshit.
This next one of my favorites. Chief Cobb.
I'm a Rican.
Loyal to the soil.
A native of America.
I met this brother.
Originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, but now applies to the descendants of Europeans born in America. 1828, Webster's Dictionary.
We ain't leaving America.
Get it before it disappeared.
We're staying
Don't
here
try.
and fight.
Why would I say I'm African?
Or
I've
running.
never been to Africa.
We're staying here
I
and
ain't
fight.
African American. I'm a
ain't
fucking
running
American.
nowhere.
Oh, say does that Indian nigga talking about you ain't gotta drop black, nigga. You going against every fucking thing we fucking fighting against, nigga. Every fucking thing. For the land of the free.
My country is the land of the free. My home is the land of the. This land that I rep is the land of the. This land that I rap is the. Turtle Island is the land of the. Red, white, blue in the land of the. I put my flag in the dirt when I stand for it. Yeah, I'm loyal to the soil and I stand on it. Loyal to the soil and I stand on it. I'm loyal to the soil and I stand on it. I put my flag in the dirt when I stand for it. Cause I'm loyal to the soil and I stand on it. My country is the land of the. My home is the land of the. I put my flag in the dirt when I stand for it. Cause I'm loyal to the soil and I stand on it. Loyal to the soil and I stand on it. Loyal to the soil and I stand on it. Loyal to the soil and I stand on it. I put my flag in the dirt when I stand for it. I'm loyal to the soil. I'm loyal to the soil. I'm loyal to the soil. I put my flag in the dirt when I stand for it.
Motherfucking Indian nigga talking about you ain't gotta drop black, nigga. You going against every fucking thing we fucking fighting against, nigga. Every fucking thing. This is the shit we fighting for, is to be called who the fuck we are and not fucking be called fucking black. And the home of the brave.
It's to you, boy.
You fucking identify with black cause that's the shit you was fucking raised in. So motherfucker, you was raised to be call your fucking self black. Black don't attach you to nobody's fucking land politically. Ain't no fucking flag for black land. Ain't no fucking black land. So nigga, yeah, drop that fucking black shit and call us who the fuck we are, nigga. You ain't finna come in here and reclassify us, nigga. I'm trying, nigga. I'm an Indian by bloodline.
Loyal to the soil. Shout out my brother Chief Howard. Chief Calvin.
AVS, ice it out.
Certified Sachi. We go Super Bowl.
Let's get lit at midnight. I go Super Bowl hard, yeah, Super Bowl hard. And all my niggas gon' hit too, Super Bowl hard. Stupid dumb with that glizz out here, keep on acting smart. I'm gon' pull up on your bitch ass and go Super Bowl hard. I go Super Bowl hard, yeah, Super Bowl hard. And all my niggas gon' hit too, Super Bowl hard. Stupid dumb with that glizz out here, keep on acting smart. I'm gon' pull up on your bitch ass and go Super Bowl hard. Yeah, right now, little bitch, I am in beast mode. So I just might shoot you in the face and make your dreads look like hot Cheetos. Yeah, you and your amigos. I'm the type of nigga that'll knock the meat out your burrito. What you think you gon' be, Debo? I'ma drop a brick on your head like Craig, but my nigga gon' do it for free though. Want somewhere peeping out the peephole. You can get an eyeball too, I got you, but I don't do shit for free, ho. You need not never play with me though. I quit school cause of recess. I don't like to play with people. Hey, BK Ryan, they gon' need you. My trigger finger had a seizure. If I get caught, I'm gon' plead amnesia, cause I don't remember what I charge for. I go Super Bowl hard, yeah, Super Bowl hard. And all my niggas gon' hit too, Super Bowl hard. Stupid dumb with that glizz out here, keep on acting smart. I'm gon' pull up on your bitch ass and go Super Bowl hard. I go Super Bowl hard, yeah, Super Bowl hard. And all my niggas gon' hit too, Super Bowl hard. Stupid dumb with that glizz out here, keep on acting smart. I'm gon' pull up on your bitch ass and go Super Bowl hard. Slick, guns from my rack. Shoot from the front, I don't shoot from the back. Nigga be playing, I teach them how to act when I pull up in the tag. Just like that. Noodles everywhere, knock the bowl out your hand. You ain't really in the way you told on your man. Even about a whole what I don't understand. I'ma keep fucking her. You the one playing. I was somewhere trying to count all these bands, but I had so many start hurting my hands. When I call one of my guys say a fuck nigga playing, they gon' try to go kill him before I feeling what I'm saying. We do this shit for real, I ain't playing with you, man. It ain't enough for me to pop up on your lead ass. Might make sure you ain't breathing if I think you take a stand. Last thing you gon' see is the gun in my hand, cause I'ma slide on a nigga like a snow on the ground. Old wet flow sign, it's gonna be a man down, cause we'll pull up in the sleds, popping into your head. Yeah, me and Rudolph about to paint the nose red, bitch, you been misled. I don't mess with the lead, think it's stupid, get your thought not clean out your head. Fuck what a nigga said, I'ma leave a nigga dead about this bread, it's high. I go Super Bowl hard, yeah, Super Bowl hard. And all my niggas gon' hit too, Super Bowl hard. Stupid dumb with that glizz out here, keep on acting smart. I'm gon' pull up on your bitch ass and go Super Bowl hard. I go Super Bowl hard, yeah, Super Bowl hard. And all my niggas gon' hit too, Super Bowl hard. Stupid dumb with that glizz out here, keep on acting smart. I'm gon' pull up on your bitch ass and go Super Bowl hard.
You smell that, ladies? That's nitrous. One shot, boom. Now, you want to handle this hand to hand, man to chick, then we'll go home. Hello? Hello?
Me, hating me, nigga, you never win. Flyer than you ever was, fresher than you ever been. You on the internet looking dumb. This shit don't never end. Blabbing on about a bunch of shit that you never did. It's going down. Shut it down. That's a certain fact. You a clown. You a clown. A living circus act. Jealous, ain't they? That's the reason they looking stupid. You was dissing on me. What a shame, nobody viewed the nigga. Stupid is what stupid does. Must be retarded in this shit go for most of you niggas. Don't get me started, I will walk you down. In this hour, it be the darkest, it be broad day. Niggas is still catching regardless. Bitches thought I wouldn't go far. I wasn't one to fail, didn't want me now that it's on. They looking dumb as hell.
I got you, balls. Though you next, my brother.
I'm going up the simplest back.
That you a dummy. You next, my brother Balls, though. Let me get back to the screen sharing.
Still a big dummy, an idiot, a dummy, and I don't fucking stupid out for any kind of money. Still a big dummy, stupid bitch, you a dummy. You know you see me winning and you still ain't learned from it, cause you's a big dummy. To my eyes, you see I'm high as a bitch. So really, what makes you think I give a fuck you exist? Shit, I elevated. With this music, they up the payment, but when niggas hate it, I get easily frustrated. You a big dummy. Your decisions is where you fall short. I find better use of my time, making the walls talk. Dangerous, a letter for clip, then spit another round, the barrel pointed over you niggas. I had to dumb it down. Your Facebook picture was one of the worst. See, the truth is, shorty, you a bum and it hurts. You at the social service building every month on the first. A bunch of low life bitches that been under the dirt. Bitches thought I wouldn't go far. I wasn't one to fail. Now you trying to give me your heart. You looking dumb as hell. Sleep it off, take you a nap. This shit is funny and I'm going off the simplest fact that you a dummy.
We got a lot of dummies believing in this government.
You still a big dummy, a idiot, a dummy. And I don't fuck with stupid, not for any kind of money. You still a big dummy, stupid bitch, you a dummy. You know you see me winning and you still ain't learned from it, cause you's a big dummy.
Shout out to sponsor. We gonna go to my brother's balls, bro. Give me 1 minute. I gotta change the share screen. Shout out to everybody.
Can you hear the guy?
What's up, brother? Much love, respect, you understand. Yeah, we got a lot of dummies out here agreeing with this government, with this corporation. Let me go back over here. Bam. I want to go to over here. Shout out my brother Belzo. Pass the peso. Give me 1 minute, everybody. Let me share my screen again. Did I get knocked out? Let me see. Nope. I'm still here. Shout out everybody. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Share it, and I'm gonna hit the play. There we go. Shout out to my brother Balzo. Bam. Okay, gotta share. I want you to meet the man. Play it back. Here we go. My brother Balzo in the chat. Grand rising, everybody.
I sit back, making rhymes to scratch. High wax hit they back till they screaming the acrobat. The knapsack, chiropract, he back. Man, let me quit bullshit with y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, I found it. I want you to meet the baddest motherfucker.
I got you, Belly. Also, I got you, brother.
Well, it's the Holy Golden Wizard. Rhymes cold in the blizzard.
My bad, I mean,
killing niggas off the bat. Check the shit out. Check it out. Check it. You need a topic, I'm the hottest one to deal with. Exchange with your brain for the ink in my pen. Vital lenses required, transparent, maybe lucid. You see through it, shining bright light, illumine the great one. Making other rappers quake the day comes. Society of friends whipping backs like white men. Majestic, good investment, human stock product. You be the flames, you spring a kiss, I'm like Molek. Let me switch the subject, like the rhyme ain't been hold yet. It cultivated edible with heads like pistachios, yo. In a sense, cryptic grouping for the diction, the intermission. Yeah, I'm back with the vengeance. Listen, I plant the seed for the vision instead of drifting. To conquer like Napoleon to think it grow rich in. You niggas bitching, summer sauce kicks and head spins. I whirlwind trends, claiming fame with the winds. Don't pretend, Holy Golden skills, aboriginal sealed up in caulking, Pan-African coffin. Often I'm dropping scholarship, game for fame. Turning niggas into prostitutes, demanding my change, nigga. And you say intermission. And you say intermission. And you say intermission. Holy Golden Wizard, nigga. So what you need, I got that. Just the cheese where you block at. Got 'em mopping off your top hat. Minaret high, it's got a big erection. A Marilyn Monroe type, focus for the action. And wish she knew, she like a precious red jewel. An investment for discretion for your blessing. Check it, thank the God that I can flow like this. If it mix, get stoned like Stephen versus Paul or Timotheus. Supple tits. Check a 40 bottle with the extra 5 on it like Malaya. Her waist Coke bottle, pink lips, perfect tight slit. Sphincter so good like Zed and L.O. Black. Listen, Black, the head game tornado. You paying right is what you say go. You comprehend past the peso, Bailey-oso. Try vibes when I speak. Of course my game sweet, mulatto chick with gold teeth unique. The wildest game bang will be performed. Camp come along when it rain and pours. I'm adored. All across the boards I scored. In the four getting fed with some bucket bird head. Moving birds what I said cause you niggas is fed. Raising states like the Fed. Take the gold out your feds, nigga. The intermission, baby, go to wizard. Acrobat down like the swine in your liver. It's the vista. Rap game, let me explain. From plane to plane, words change. Maine to Spain. Switching lanes, script and brain. Niggas rhymes be lame. I came to change the game with respect on my names. You know what I'm saying? Holy Golden Wizard.
My brother's great guy.
Can you say intermission? Can you say intermission? Straight up. Intermission, nigga. Golden Wizard.
And make sure y'all,
you know what I'm saying?
Support crypto. It's the books we talk about.
Acrobat shit.
I believe that's the journal right there. Ain't that right? Shout out to Crypto Kickstarter.
Straight up.
This Dre Cobb music right here. Shout out to Dre Cobb.
One shot Kurt Cobain, blow your brains. You niggas don't know your lane. I'm trying to be at the top of the food chain. I married the game, but I ain't give her my last name.
Every time I fucked her, she came. We lost Duck and King Von, fuck fame.
What happened to the Malcolms and the Huey P's? You niggas wanna rock Louis V? I'm in the latest fashion geek. I got the rap in the camel clutch like the Iron Sheik.
You know what happens when a gazelle and a lion meet?
Yeah, the pride gotta eat. I got the knowledge of self and I'm not stopping till my circle's complete. Until the competition's obsolete.
You thought you could get on the mic with me? Fucking stop it. Keisha, I rock a buy shit.
Hauling ass and HBK, you ain't fucking with my clique. We was out west, rapping, you should've broken to the left.
My homie took a hollow to the chest. His brother seen him take his last breath. That's why I'm all in like
Van Damme and sudden death. I'm looking at the game, and it's here for the taking. You hate us for the skin on our faces? Call us African, but I'm an Aboriginal man.
Born to my ancestors' land, the real natives. No wonder why we was born creative. My eyes like Horus, I work my way about the matrix. False American idol like Clay Aiken. When you mention my name, you witness greatness. You fucking with the God that's faceless, ducking these racists. The police of COVID-19.
Now you say you got the cure?
Fuck that, I was born pure. I rap with a certain allure. The dragon more, I breathe fire.
You don't have to call me sire, I reach higher. I'ma keep going, won't be no ceasefire.
As I hop in the whip and I breeze by ya. I'm headed to the west coast, I hope there's a beach by ya. So I can look up and watch the hunter slay the bull. One shot, one arrow.
One pharaoh, so what's a king to a god? A Creflo to a Farrakhan. I'm trying to build an empire like Genghis Khan.
They just stormed the capital, America, the new Babylon. Cause I'm dark-skinned, that's why you swing your baton.
And let's see what happens, we both got our weapons drawn.
You say you a king, but your queen slept with a pawn.
You niggas little fish, Drake be the Megalodon. The Lord of the Rings, the one Sauron got his eye on. Here to take over
for the 2021. You niggas done.
All y'all my sons, nigga won.
My brother's great kind of music right here. We're gonna play one more dangerous viral. Shout out to all the sponsors. And if I didn't play your music this time, I'm gonna play your music next time. Flat motherfucking power to Flat Power fan. I'm gonna shout everybody out. Nobody hitting the link. So I'm gonna close this out. Shout as many people out as I can. So if you want me to shout them out, Much love and respect. And I'm gonna let my
Niggas
brother,
be pussy and be talking, I don't like you. Nigga, you a hater, that is all, you not my rival. All I bring is fire, put that on 100 Bibles. Staring in the mirror, conversating with my idol. We been looking for that coward, the one that's inside you. Niggas tried to hide, didn't think that we'd find you. Watch a nigga soul float, they reading in the title. Put it on display, help a nigga go viral. Hit record on your phone, and I really hope you listening. Them niggas that was hating on me, about to go visit them. We about to make a movie, and I bought the whole script for them. But it's only one scene in the world, about to witness them. Not for entertainment though, I'm trying to make a statement. If you internet banging, better watch on who you play with. See, niggas never know it. Every video be trolling till they spray the location while the video was rolling. Bad acting on the set. We about to have a long night. You was looking for attention till you found the wrong type. You was talking shit about me when I walked up beside you. Don't let the shit surprise you. You about to niggas be pussy and be talking, I don't like you. Nigga, you a hater, that is all, you not my rival. All I bring is fire, put that on 100 Bibles. Staring in the mirror, conversating with my idol. We been looking for that coward, the one that's inside you. Niggas tried to hide, didn't think that we'd find you. Watch a nigga soul float, they reading in the title. Put it on display, help a nigga go viral. Niggas saw you driving, so we sprayed it at your car. You gon' think twice the next time you make a blog. It's not for entertainment though, I'm trying to make a statement. See these bullets just for you and every narrative you painted. You a hot topic now for every nigga on the tube. Shit, you really hood famous, you done even made the news. You was heating up, so I had to melt you with the tool. The Grim Reaper pays a visit, shit'll help you with your views. A soul with no guidance is usually homicidal, and everything is clear when focusing through the rifle. You was talking shit about me, then I walked up beside you. Don't let this shit surprise you, you about to go viral. Niggas be pussy and be talking, I don't like you. Nigga, you a hater, that is all, you not my rival. All I bring is fire, put that on 100 Bibles. Staring in the mirror, conversating with my idol. We been looking for that coward, the one that's inside you. Niggas tried to hide, didn't think that we'd find you. Watch a nigga soul float, they reading in the title. Put it on display, help a nigga go viral.
the other topic. So much love and respect to everybody, man. You know, if I didn't shout you out, I probably shouted you out earlier. OG got nothing but love and respect for the family. Let's keep building. We're gonna play one more song. We're gonna play my brother F+S 3000. These niggas out of pocket. And then we're gonna close out. Shout out to F+S 3000. These niggas out of pocket still agreeing with this government, this corporation. Hold on a second. Let me get that. Let me find my song now. We're going to close out with my brother F+S. Like I said, down under. We stay deadly. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Rain round. Power to the people. Appreciate you, Jules.
Look, I got word for sale. I might overwork the scale. They calling my phone right now. Guess that I treat them well. Really about that life. I'm talking shootouts and out. Swear that they love me, but they rather see you fall. It's all right with no cut, you might OD. Find out shit's out, trying to play me sweet. Riding one deep, listening in a wrong tray. Tried to slide out of time to hit the interstate. Just got a text and said, tell you where. Caught up and set them in motion. She said, well, hurry up again. You know I love when you stroke. Pulled up about an hour later. Now the neighbors know my name. Don't go nowhere without the strap. Guess I'm stuck in my way. Get it how I live, babe. Only fuck with wet payment. I get it how I live, babe. Only fuck with wet payment. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep that rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep that rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Down under, in the gutter. Where's Grammy? It get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watch and keep that rocket on me.
Yeah, man, everybody out there hating on me. Ain't going nowhere, y'all
hating on me. Hope you don't plan on kicking on me. I'm sleeping on y'all, quit shaking on me. Shaking on me, y'all plotting on me. Plotting on me, y'all riding on me. Used to be hard, turn cotton on me. Hating ass nigga got nothing on me. I'm stepping out clean, my digital dirty. We ballin' like Kobe, I'm 30 for 30. I come out the gutter and now I look pearly. You big mad cause you ain't important. Last time I ate, dude, cop the 8. Do it for my state, I'm a heavyweight. Wanna make a play, can take you where I stay. I'ma get it done, I ain't come to play. No, I'm him, ain't he me? Moving these squads like ATV. They stay plugged in like ATV. I ain't tryna be no APB. Tryna stay safe like ADT. Every payday like ADP. Hustle up on 3 AMGs. Good network like ANE. Down under, in the gutter, where's grind? He get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's grind? He get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's grind? He get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watching, keep that rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter, where's grind? He get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watching, keep that rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter, where's Grammy? He get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watching, keep that rocket on me. Down under, in the gutter, where's Grammy? He get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's Grammy? He get ugly. Down under, in the gutter, where's Grammy? He get ugly. Came up, but I'm paranoid. Niggas pocket watching, keep that rocket on me.
We keep that rocket on us. We stay that way. Much love and respect, my people. If nobody told y'all they love y'all today, OG and his family got nothing but love for y'all, man. I see y'all tomorrow night, man. Grand Rising, much love to everybody. Flat motherfucking power. Power to the people. We out. My nigga D. Allen Warren, always love and respect. To all of y'all, Grand Rising, man. We out. Power to the people. Flat motherfucker.